Welcome back to Recipes for Disaster.
We have multiple recipes?
Last week, we had a lot of fun. There was a lot going on. We'll do the recap in a moment. Just wanted to touch bases and do some announcements real quick if possible. We did not make it, as far as I know. None of us went to SAC Anime this year. We do still have someone working on artwork. You will notice that there are pieces of artwork behind me and behind everyone. Eventually, these will be given away to our viewers. So tell your friends. Once we reach a certain number of viewers, and I will not disclose that number, so just tell as many people as you can. We will start giving away on the breaks the artwork that you see. So please, 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 please let everyone know. This weekend, tomorrow is Turlock Con. I think there's a con in Turlock tomorrow, Turlock, California. If you guys are in the area, please feel free to go to that as well. You may run into me and possibly Christine or other people that we know. Christine was someone that used to game with us, and she'll come in probably for spots here and there as we get going.
She's a good author friend of ours.
Yes, C.E.R. Elwood.
A sister to one of us.
And also, once we get enough viewers, we'll actually give away chainmail too.
So lots of reasons. Lots and lots of reasons.
Well, okay.
Yes, yes.
I know you can't say that.
Or can I?
No, you can't.
We're not that kind of
How
strange.
could you?
Okay.
I just wanted to once again
You
thank
monster!
DragonGem and HerrBawl for...
HerrBawl.
HerrBawl.
It was HerrBawl.
It was HerrBawl.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
Sorry.
For the dice boxes, we got mine fixed after I immediately broke it on accident.
Yes, thank you very much.
I'm working on doing a permanent fix later on. I just need the tools for it.
But they're enjoyable. Oh, it's nice.
And
If you would
hopefully
like to
Trevor's
donate the
dice will
tools.
wind up staying in the tray this time.
No guarantees.
What if, like, many tools show up?
So now that we've been done, anyone else have any announcements they want to make?
I'm happy to be here.
Hey John, where you at?
Right. We are at Endearing Films here in Modesto, California. Wonderful studio. If you guys ever need to have anyone in the Modesto area shoot anything, contact Chuck. They are the best people to work with, and I'm not just saying that because we're in their studios now. Friday, we actually came by. I was an extra in another shoot that Endearing Films was assisting with. It was amazing. They're just all around great people. So definitely, if you're in the area, Endearing Films is the place you want to be. Also, if you're having a wedding, please, by all means, contact them. They do live videos as well as record your wedding for you. So you can stream it, you can record it. They're going to do pretty much everything and make sure that it's an endearing moment.
I'm gonna do violin
Woohoo!
for weddings and funerals.
And with
Speaking of
symphonies.
funerals, he's doing one next Friday.
And on that, you are?
Yeah, I got contacted by an agent putting together a group.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Right.
That was the thing that you
on?
posted?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Awesome,
would
yeah.
say party, but you know, it's.
No.
Hey, funerals are the
It's a
final
gig.
party.
It's a gig.
Are we planning on any option of like resurrection prior to that funeral happening, or?
I think they already passed that window.
Well,
I'm
if
just-
I've got
I'm
the
just
right
checking.
spells, I might actually be able to do it. But I have to get a hold of my spellbook first.
I don't think that sort of works in real life, though.
Oh, come
Yeah,
on!
I didn't think
You
so
gotta give
either.
me-
But I thought I'd
me
check
some.
because that brings us to the recap.
Oh.
So, last week
Cool, I just lost a die.
we found out just recently that Trevor cannot not lose dice.
Here's my D8.
Well, at least you don't need
So
it.
it's amazing
For
he
now.
has that great trait, but that's not the recap. So the recap,
remember.
last week we started, the two teams came back together. They were able to restore themselves, rejuvenate in the manor. They did attempt to find the two people that they had left outside the manor in the previous episode, and in a failed attempt, they brought one of the two into the manor house. While they were resting, there was a little bit of miscommunication amongst the characters that brought in the other party and the guard. The prisoner was logged as a guest, and she wound up making her way out of the house before the player characters could wake up and go about their business.
This is what happens when the game master just doesn't want you to have fun.
Exactly. I mean, no.
Doesn't want you to completely foil his plot.
Um,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
we ended the
Ruining my
session.
plans?
We ended the session with the players asking one of the non-player character guards about the opportunity or possibility of resurrecting one of their fallen comrades. And they waited the time, and we'll pick it up there today.
At the end of breakfast, right?
Right after this.
Oh, is that? Oh, it's just that guy.
Grab a cup.
Welcome back. So, to pick up tonight's adventure, you were all sitting at the pool, waiting for the right time to happen. You were woken up in the morning, everyone went down to the pool to perform the ceremony. The guard comes forward, and she's wearing long silver robes. Her gray hair is pulled back into a neat braid. And she says, "Thank you for attending. In order to start this sort of thing, we would need the ashes of the person. Normally a corpse would be better, but we'll make do with what we can."
And last time, I think I sent the guard to bring the urn.
Yes,
right?
yeah. And so the other guard had brought it.
And her effects.
And her effects, great. And so if you could lay them out, what we have on this
So I do.
area here, and she points out towards a section between the pool and the main house itself. There's a big slab that's laid into the rest of the masonry that makes up the floor.
Is it masonry or tile?
Well, masonry technically is everything.
Oh, I
I mean,
guess.
that's the
Yeah,
art of
the
putting tile
all-encompassing,
down, and
okay.
so yes.
If
Masonry
the
is
slab
stonework.
built up, it actually would be masonry.
So,
Sweet.
so as you guys do that, she looks around and says, "We also need at least 3 people that knew her well."
Well. Oh, I knew this
Well, that counts
woman
me up. Am I
so
excused
much.
now?
No.
I'm not
Jason,
needed here.
no one knew her better than you, right?
I think I'm the only one
Well,
who knew.
Oh, come on,
her
Mr.
role.
Kruger. Do what you need to do.
Might want to turn your suit off for it, though.
I,
Yeah, I'll turn the suit off because there's probably gonna be magic, unless it's techno stuff with nanites. But I doubt it. Okay, I'll
You're right,
step
it's all
forward.
smoke and mirrors.
I'll step forward.
Okay.
And
Sypha will walk flit forward as well.
and also Faros is there.
Okay. Perfect. From each of you, we will need a sacrifice. something to draw her soul back, to tie with the gods, and to make it so that she, so that her soul can be heard and come with us. It must be something personal to you, yet something you think would resonate with her spirit.
Not a mirror. And I think that's all I've got.
And whatever you give will be lost. It doesn't have to be physical. But whatever you use will be lost.
Or field. May I have that glove back?
Yes.
I apologize.
It's all right.
It's a very nice glove. And I like it a lot.
Very well. She hands it back to you.
It might disappear.
For the rest of you, what we're going to need you to do is stand over here in this area, and she motions in a circle around the body. And she looks right at you and says, and I need you, or the urn, and I need you to actually start slowly pouring the ashes out over her belongings, if you could for me.
I can do that, but
Slowly.
hey, I know how to do slow.
Okay.
Shut up. We're not going there.
Done.
I'm not like that. I can actually follow directions. Come on, guys.
You
Oh.
know,
Bunch of
like,
assholes.
didn't they call you Two Pump Ivan?
Oh no.
Five
No.
and Ivan.
It was 5 pump item. They can't get it right. They added it.
That was a good one. Okay. So you take the urn and
I very, very,
One
very
and
slowly
done.
start pouring it out.
Oh. Wow.
Great. So you start pouring. I need you to roll a perception roll while you're pouring it.
Just him?
Just him. Meanwhile, the other
Roll 2 8s.
Do it again, yeah.
plus.
0 and 6.
Okay.
32, I think, right?
So so it's a metal urn.
Yeah.
First off, it's solid steel. And as you start pouring it out, you feel it heating up.
Which doesn't bother him a little bit.
And as the ashes are, and you're pouring them amongst, there's the remains of her armor. There's a cloak that was laid out first, and the remains of her armor. She's got the great sword laying there, her other long sword, her belt, her pouches on the belt, or belts, pouches, backpack, and you're pouring it like straight line down. And the more you pour, the hotter it gets.
Now, is there that usual puff of really fine ash when it hits the...
No, it's pouring out more like sand, like a dark gray sand.
It was very hot.
Yeah.
We're talking, we glassed her.
He recognizes what's going on.
Oh.
And as you're pouring it out, you hear something solid rolling from the bottom all the way down the metal. And as it passes, it gets even hotter, almost to the point where you can't quite hold it.
Slowly.
And I do need you to make an agility check for me.
Slowly, Ivan.
Hey! I'm doing what I told!
Meanwhile, while you're rolling that, what do you guys come up with?
Well, I'm going to hold out my glove and ask, Traveler, have you really seen all that you wish to see?
That's what you're going to say. Okay.
Jason.
Oh. I'm asked to sacrifice something?
Yes. Something, it doesn't have to be physical, but it has to be something that is connected to your character that would also resonate with Zenia.
Hey, give her a drop of blood.
And whatever whatever you give will be lost.
Okay.
A shot of your soul.
So if we say those words, we can never
Really?
say them again? Trevor, quick. You know what to say. It's inexplicably tied, or incredibly tied to Sypha. I'm sure.
The memory of our first embrace.
Oh. I'd be lost forever.
And she looks at Sypha.
Sypha's gonna think back to her time in the woods, in her visits to Haven, where there was the what would you call them? Spellcrafting contest?
Tournaments of the spell.
Of which Zenia won her blade through, right?
Correct.
She won the blade. It's... She was a fortune teller or something, but obviously she didn't see this coming, but...
Neither did.
No.
Neither did someone else.
She was always on the move. Just trying to... And I think I'm gonna sing a song.
Okay.
So while he's singing,
She.
14.
Okay, so you do manage to hold the urn just right, and to get it to go from the deeper part to the shallow and out the lip of the urn without dropping it, without pouring any faster. And this glowing, scaled thing is the best way to describe it. Literally just lands
Do I recognize
in a small
anything?
puff. Roll.
You
Yeah,
don't add
intelligence?
anything.
No. 16, 17?
You've heard of it.
Okay.
Your family over the years have passed down many things, generation to generation. Most of them are stories of when dwarves were much smaller and lived in darker places.
Hey.
And
The one
this
that picked the Balrog.
this reminds you of what's called a soul gem for the elves. When an elf dies, they get a gem that holds their soul, and they have to make the final choice whether to go on to the land of the dead where the elves go when they're tired of the world, or stay bound to the spot that they are killed. But normally it's not all scaly, so this one looks different, and literally as it passes it gives off heat, but the urn and the ashes no longer do.
Okay.
And as soon as the elves that are watching notice, they all start humming silently. Well, not silently, but softly.
He takes the urn and sets it at where her feet would be,
Okay.
and then steps back.
Okay. Step back to the spot where she more or less motioned for you to go, or...
A little bit further to actually step out of the ring itself.
Okay.
Since he didn't know her at all.
And so as you're about to step out of the ring, one of the other guards sort of puts his hand behind you and stops you from leaving the ring. He just looks at you and looks down while he's humming a tune.
The sacrifice has arrived. Does this remind me of last Monday?
And the tune that they're humming is a distinct one, and you would need to roll intelligence
memory
check,
or
eidetic memory check. Sypha would have to roll an intelligence check.
Would my
He had his
bardic
form with him,
assist?
he'd crack it open and
Would my
drink.
bardic ability assist in this?
Yes.
With my necromantic
That's a 12.
assist,
Yes.
or ecclesiastic.
Ecclesiastic, yes.
12 plus
Okay.
whatever, more.
Both of you recognize the tune as the one that is sung at all elven funerals. They instantly launched into it. And each type of elf has their own version of the song. High elves talk about walls and defense. Wood elves talk about trees
With
in
my
the
fine arts,
forest.
would I recognize it?
No.
No.
No, because you're not elven enough and haven't been around enough
Sticking
elves.
So?
Wood elves talk about the forest and nature in the
it's
song
good.
about their jewels and their swords being hung on trees, or for wood elf, their bows. Gray elves talk about the lofty heights
The one
of
with 3 fingers?
eternity and their stabs being hung.
You're thinking
But
of
no matter
Thor,
what, all
that's a
of them,
completely
the
different
tune
story.
is the same
But he knew
amongst all
the-
elves.
All right. Sweet.
And she looks at you guys and says, "Thank you for all showing. We will have 3 sacrifices to try to reach the soul before we commence with the ceremony. All present, please focus your energies."
Before we start, that doesn't look right.
She was only half an elf.
Ah.
It's surprising she has one at all.
2.
So she must have been more than half. And she looks at it, at the scales on it, and half something else entirely.
I think I know what that might be, but that might be kind of dangerous. So, do you mind if I step back?
We need you here if you're willing. If you're not willing, you can leave. But all the souls we have to put forth our energy, the better.
Well, I'll help what I can, but I don't know what I can do.
It's
Sit
all
there
right,
and look
Ivy.
at- Sit there and
Hey,
look
shut
at
up.
it.
Just be present. That's enough.
Yeah, I didn't ask
So
you to
very
look
well.
pretty.
The order that we'll do this in will be we will start with Jason,
We'll torpedo.
if this is all right.
Yes.
We will start with Jason. We will then move to Faros and end with Sypha before we actually start the ritual and the summoning of the soul and trying to bond it to the body. This will take a very long time.
As long as I have something to drink, I'm good.
Is Harry here?
Yes, Harry's standing over there
Okay.
with the bag,
I'm surprised.
eating out of the bag,
Is
making funny
Is
faces.
it crunchy?
Making funny faces every time he's like,
It should be satisfying. It's whatever he wants it to be.
I think Harry likes organic, non-magical produced.
Oh.
I don't think he has a
My
choice.
stuff was magically
Would
produced.
a
The dining
donation
hall
of a
was.
drop of blood help?
if you wish to sacrifice your blood for this, know that whatever you give will never be given back.
I understand that. So he
Ivan, then she might take all of it.
takes his here's the drops of blood on the ashes and
Okay.
resheathes the sword.
And then steps back in place.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, when you put the drop of blood on the ashes, are you aiming for the ashes or are you aiming for the gem?
The gem.
High or low?
Hi.
And suddenly it shatters.
Okay. The drop of blood hits the gem, and everyone can hear
The hiss.
sizzling as the blood all but evaporates
That's what
upon
I thought.
hitting it. And there is a very palpable heat that you feel just emanating from the gem at this point.
That's what I thought.
Wow, it doesn't like getting wet either.
But no, it comes later on tonight.
It's her soul burning it.
Yeah, it's almost like what I do.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but you gotta be flavor.
Very-
So, Jason,
Yeah.
if you will step forward.
I said I heard it.
Sure.
Yes, I heard it. I understand. I'm not responding.
You had something to give? The memory? Please think about that.
I will think about it. That magical moment. In
This
here.
magic moment.
Just stop right there, please.
Double threes, plus double tens,
Oh.
plus double nines,
Was this to resist?
plus a 6.
Setting the DC high, I see.
He's getting a king.
Thanks, John.
Don't worry, it's only a 50.
Yeah, right?
I mean, Kwei-Cee's
Okay.
rolled 50s before, right?
So as you focus on the memory and start enjoying the moment, you feel it being seared away. And the harder you think about it, the more you try to grasp it, the more it hurts as it fades. And it's not just like, oh, look, it's fading out gently. It's more like it's getting
Torn.
etched out of your brain with fire.
Right.
You feel an interesting throb of what you can only describe as lasers inside your brain, going through nanotubing, if you will, inside the brain itself on a molecular level.
Hey, we're tech. How dare you. I could have put my suit on.
How much soul did you have?
Oh,
Reduce that by as much as it is.
Reduce that by 20.
uh-huh. 4.
Okay. I need you to make a will roll to see if you can stay conscious.
Oh my goodness.
7 and 7.
Okay.
9 and 4. So
27.
27.
Although it hurts, you are able to force back the darkness that threatens to overcome you as the memory is literally burned away
When he starts
from
to
you.
wobble, I grab
You now have 1 soul left. You took 3
When he
Damage
wobbles,
or permanent?
damage for now.
when
Okay.
he wobbles, I
For
actually
now,
grab the back.
right?
The memory, you know that memory is completely gone. You now, although you
That was a
can't
sweet
remember
memory,
what
too.
happened, you know that something happened.
Mm-hmm.
And every time you try to think about it, you get a deep hurt, like a wound is still raw inside of you.
When he starts to wobble, he actually grabs the back of his suit to hold him up.
No, you're too far away. He had to actually step forward, like right beside the
Yeah.
priestess.
He,
Here, the guard beside you goes. We have
Part
to
of the
let it-
thing, man.
We have to let it play out as it will. It's in the hands of the gods for now.
yeah,
So-
which ones?
Do I step back or?
The only ones that matter.
That's dirty pool.
Yeah, you can step back to the circle of 3. So the way it's laid out is there's one larger circle, and literally all of the servants, all of the guard, Harry and Ivan, are in that circle. The next is a smaller circle of 3 of you, each on a different part of the body. You were standing by her feet originally. You were at her right hand, and you were at her left hand, and the priestess herself is at her head. So when she asked you to step forward, you walked all the way around up to her. But she's a little bit farther in, so it wouldn't really be a part of your circle. She'd be in, like, standing right where the head would be.
Okay.
Leave that comment alone.
And so, she nods, and you can take your rightful place at her feet. And she looks at you.
Yeah, it wasn't that sort of a relationship.
Not yet. Not yet.
And Faros is going to hold the glove in 2 hands and say,
She motions for you to come up to her. Do you?
and I,
do that first?
absolutely.
Okay,
I
okay,
go
good.
and do what she shows me
Yeah.
and says.
Okay.
And
your sacrifice.
Faros holds the glove forward and says, "It is with this glove that I avenge you, Zenia Spellbinder. Have you seen all you wish to see, traveler?"
And you drop it down.
1-1.
Double 8s, double 4s,
We're all gonna die.
and a 10. So not as
so many,
impressive.
so many
Not as
doubles, John. So many doubles.
So the glove falls, and as it starts falling towards the body, you see steam coming off of it. Before it even, or the ashes, before it even has a chance to hit where the ashes are, it's gone. Just completely enveloped in flame and smoke. And you feel a slight twinge deep down in your soul.
Does it smell, or does it smell and sound and feel like a cigar burn?
No,
That's great. That's good.
no. Instead, it feels more like something in you shifted at that very moment you dropped the glove, and you're not sure what. You feel a little more apathetic than you have in a long time.
He means pathetic.
And she says, "You may step back."
And so I do.
Sypha, please.
I'm gonna,
But for yours, can you please fly in front of me and sing?
okay. And I'll
Does
fly.
she have a hidden fly swatter behind her back?
Right down into the ashes. That'll be enough magic. And then holds up her hands and everything
And
goes
we're
wild.
done.
You call it a downstick? Oh.
Down.
Oh no.
I'll fly and be eye level with her.
Okay, in one moment while we adjust the volume down so that we can hear the song better.
Oh, they're still humming the song?
Am I
No.
am I good to go?
Trevor's gonna sing,
Oh.
so
Karaoke time?
No karaoke. Acapella.
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 Do it.
Acapella.
Where are your plugs at? Where are your plugs?
No, Trevor's got this.
Trevor's
He
sometimes
practices
good.
every week.
At
Yeah,
least
tenor.
once, sometimes thrice.
He practices tenor, 10 or 12 miles away.
All right, let's be quiet.
Okay.
Let's do this.
I'm just a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. There is no sickness, no toil, no danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more to roam. So I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I know dark clouds will gather around me. I know my path is rough and steep, yet beauty's fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my father. I'm going there, no more to roam. So I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home. I'll soon be free from earthly trials. This body rests beneath the sod. I'll drop this cross of self-denial and go singing in home to God. I'm going there to see my Savior. I'm going there, no more to roam. So I'm just going over Jordan. I'm just going over home.
silence. The elves, by the way, as soon as Sypha started singing, stopped their humming. Deathly silence falls over everything. Sypha, as you start to fly back, you feel drained suddenly. The words themselves pulled out. The words themselves pulled out of you. That song, though gracefully sung, is fleeting, and the words have gone. Like you can't remember them when you try to. You feel another painful throb in your throat as you feel something tug inside, deep inside your soul. Reduce your bardic ability by 2.
All of the skills associated?
Yes, all your fine arts by 2.
Oh, that's
Well,
all
if it's
right.
joined. If it's not joined, then just the bardic score itself.
It is joined to my charisma.
Okay.
And my charm.
Then yes, so your charisma or your charm also reduces by 2.
Ow.
Well, he was saying you've
I
got
have
no
to
pleasure.
Sat down.
Alright, that's fine.
Wow. Yet again, it costs me very little, but you guys get hit big. Yikes.
Hey, speak for yourself.
And just to let you know, while you were singing, I rolled the dice rolls.
They were
Double
very high.
10s, double 8s, and a 16.
Apparently my roll was the low one.
Hey, who said I'm sorry? No.
Not only is the silence deathly around you, everyone can feel the spiritual energy raising. Each person in their own way feels pressured, almost like something is squeezing you from outside and inside at the same time.
I recognize this feeling.
Dun, 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 dun.
I do need all of you guys to make 3 separate rolls. It's Nimbus checks.
I need a pencil.
Here.
I don't know what happened to mine.
So that's my first.
The fuck
Okay.
is
You guys need
Don't
to
care.
it's a standard Nimbus check, so you just need to roll a 10 or better,
Okay. Well, that was
I think that's the only thing.
right?
Okay.
14, 15, 10.
Okay.
12, 10,
4,
and yeah.
4, 15, and 6.
Wow. Okay.
29.
Um,
No,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Wait. 6.
You can't have 15 as a doubles.
No, it wasn't a
it
double.
wasn't.
It was
No,
four,
it's 3 separate rolls. I said I need
It
everyone
was,
to roll
it
3.
was 4,
Oh.
3 separate rolls.
15, and 8. Sorry.
So the first
Oh,
one
then-
Still didn't get 10.
was
ones.
okay. So
Okay, so on the 8, hold
Oops.
on. On the 8, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. So that one, though it wasn't really close, you are fortunate you did pass that one. The first one, however, I need to know your new charm and your new Nimbus.
My new charm is 4, my Nimbus is 8. My Nimbus wasn't reduced at all.
I mean, sorry, your new charm and your soul.
6 soul.
Okay, so 4 charm, 6 soul?
Yep.
Okay. Need you make a will roll to see if you're still conscious after the first one.
10?
Barely made it. 10 or better is what you need for any standard check. You take half your soul from that first failed check, as you literally feel it pulled out and added to the surplus of the gathering mystical energy.
Suck.
Michael.
29, 12, 9.
Okay. You're like, oh yeah, I know this.
And then I'm like, oh no, I don't.
I know this. This is awesome. Hecate did this all the time. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm great. Oh crap.
Wait, does my bonus for ecclesiastic help with that?
High or low?
Or his blessedness?
Yeah, he does have blessed, so there's a
Well,
chance.
it's a high.
Sorry. Shit. I have no wrists.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need to
Thank
show
you.
me.
I rolled a 1.
Well, it's not high.
No.
I was like, I have
So I
no
need
way
to know your
I got it.
charm and your soul.
Thank you
My
for
charm is
that
5, my
catch.
soul is 10.
That was my bad.
Double 10s.
And a 10.
wonderful how I can guess the worst case scenario, John.
And I'm sorry, your soul again?
10.
Other hand.
I got it.
Other
I can hold
hand.
it still with this hand.
You take 4 soul.
Okay.
Since you didn't take half in one hit, you don't have to make a will roll.
Okay.
But you do feel
Oh yeah.
your soul being pulled out and added to the mystical pooling.
Wow, there's
of
got to be a
energy.
lot now.
This is gonna suck ass.
What did you roll?
12, 10, and 2 ones.
Oh,
Oh,
Ivan.
Critical failure. You're like,
Oh.
this is weird. This is really what the? I'm just gonna give in.
And then Ivan was added to the pile.
What is your charm and your soul?
What was your charm that you
My charm, 9. My soul, 5.
Good. Good. It might not hit you as easily. I need a 17.
Oh, okay.
I'm fucked.
It's okay. You roll double 10s for me. You'll roll double 10s for him.
5.
Oh, it's not so good.
However, since it was a critical failure,
Oh, you get 2 chances.
Shit.
with advantage.
Double 10s. Double
8
10s.
plus 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's only
Hey, that's a little
26.
over 17. Or
2.
whatever.
Nice knowing y'all.
What was your
Bye.
soul?
What?
It was 5.
Somebody's going to need a
You
nap.
take 12.
You
No,
take twice as
um,
much as your max.
No, you take 5.
Oh.
Exactly.
And he drops.
So as the energy is pulling and literally you're like, I'm doing okay, I'm doing it, and part of you is just like, oh, just go with it,
Go with the
You
flow,
do.
man.
and you feel yourself being separated from your body momentarily as your will to survive fights back and keeps most of you there, but the darkness wraps around you at the same time.
As that's going on, he's grasping for that fire inside him. You know it's fire.
Yep, perfect. Thank you for
You're welcome.
saying that.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
Kwei-Cee.
Oh yes.
Jason, what did you roll?
14, 15.
14, 15, 10? Okay. You're
We're all crazy.
You're here. and you're seeing
I'm back
people.
seeing notes.
The best way to describe
be worth it, guys, I
what you're
promise.
seeing is you see Sypha almost collapse as you see her like floating there, and her arms go back, and somehow she moves this part of her body forward more than the rest of her body. So she bends in a way she shouldn't for just a brief second. You don't see anything. You don't understand what's going on. You feel this weird pressure, but you're thinking maybe it's gravitational. It's kind of hard to figure out, but that's fine.
Better.
You see Faros flicker almost to the point of being extinguished. And then he's back. You see Okay, so you see
Oh no, and the cleric's dead.
each of the servants
No.
blink out, one after the other.
Are they like gone? Oh no.
And it's like something seems to be making its way around the circle, if you will. The guard, when it gets over to the guards, each of them grunt a little and drop to a knee in turn. And it wraps around, and then you're feeling the pressure, but you're like, I don't know, it's weird. It's not like space travel,
Big
but
man,
it's
big
almost like a
soul.
wormhole. You're like, it's all right.
And then you see Ivan.
It's okay. And then you see Ivan. Patunk. And he screams. A blood-curdling, soul-splitting scream as he just collapses where he stands.
And another headhunter is born.
And then the priestess.
Oh no.
She's literally moving her hands, and you see this weird, glowing, purplish energy forming around her hands, and it shifts from purple to green to blue. You can't really figure out what kind of energy. It doesn't look like anything you've ever seen. And as she's weaving it and casting the spell, which takes several hours, as she walks along the ashes of the body and moves her hands over different parts, and each time the energy shifts and changes and slowly sinks into the ashes. And right about when Ivan falls is when she is almost done. She's already made one pass over the body. She's coming back down, and she's starting to move her hands over the gem. And as she does, she says, Zenia, the question, do you wish to stay? Or do you wish to take your place amongst your ancestors? Suddenly flames erupt all around that gem. Just the cleric steps back, her robes catch on fire, her hands are burning, and she stumbles backwards a little bit.
You're welcome.
And then the flames die down, and the energy fades. And the stone is glowing even brighter. And somehow, when you blink, nothing seems to change.
Okay.
When the cleric drops to her knees and turns and crawls over and shoves her hands in the pool.
So was that a yes or was that a no? Flame yes, flame no.
That's never happened. That's never happened. She comes out and
Do
her
you
hands are
look-
shaking. Zenia, is that a acknowledgement that you wish to stay, or are you acquiescing? Flames once again erupt around the cleric, and she screams in pain and drops to her knees.
I'm gonna help with the flame control here.
Hey, HUD.
Double force.
1 flame for yes, 2 flames for no.
So 8 plus 11, so 19.
Okay, so as you put the flames out again, you see most of her skin is like scarred at this point. And she's like just standing there. Gods, please help this soul. Give it what it needs. Third bout of flames just
Yeah, you know,
erupt around
I'm
her.
just
head.
gonna pour some alcohol on that,
it's
make it feel
just-
better.
15. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna maintain flame control on
Yeah,
her.
you get down slowly. The flames feel familiar, but not at all.
Yeah, well, may I? Okay. That is double tens.
I know.
This is 13.
I think
So
it's-
at one
So
point,
double tens
SDF
plus
200.
13.
yeah. So at
33.
one point you were around Ivan,
Mm-hmm.
and he had agitated the air somehow with his mind, and this feels like him.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
And
shout
Ivan's unconscious. You
Yeah.
see him from where you're standing. He is out,
out, and I'm
cold.
I'm gonna point at him and say, "Move him." And I'm going to.
No, I'll just cast a healing on
And-
14
to cast the healing on.
Ivan.
Okay.
Ooh.
So the darkness that
Wake
had pulled
him
you
up.
into its depths. So you remember that session that we did, not last session, but the session
I
before?
remember.
You're in the throes of that again. But worse. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Literally everybody knows now.
You're about to be taken to the prison.
I know.
When the darkness peels back away from your eyes, clawing at your eyes, trying to stay in control of what you're seeing. You hurt. And Ivan lays there on the ground, twitches, and his hands just burst into flames.
Wake up, Skippy.
Is he burning or is he just fiery?
I'm
No,
dumping, he's literally dumping everything he's got into it.
It looks like the air just above his hands is combusting.
Nice. I'm gonna put that out.
Oh, calm your shit. Trying to bring somebody
Double
back.
fours
This is really gonna suck.
and
How you
16.
doing this, darling?
So 20. No, 24.
24. Okay. So yeah, so the flames slowly get put out. As they do, you feel more in control of yourself. The fleeting thoughts of what was going on run through your mind. Zenia,
So many
the
doubles.
spell, you giving your blood to the right,
And then he ignites again.
and then the flames erupt again.
Yeah, and again after a 24.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going out again.
Roll.
Next time I'll wild magic water on her. It's just a 7.
Really?
Yeah,
The fire guy with wild magic water. Damn.
Look, it is that.
You
I'm
guys
that
are
upset.
next to a pool.
I am so upset.
Push.
Now somebody chuck him into the pool or something. Give this
Okay.
man some beer. I don't
So
know.
what did you roll?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah, this time the fire doesn't go out, but Ivan does get to his feet.
Good. Ivan, put it out. Put out the fire. Not
Say
me,
what you
not
do.
this fire. Your fire.
He's not controlling it. The air around him is actually igniting on fire.
Calm your shit or I'll
Some-
throw you in the pool.
Just throw him in the pool. Literally already throw him in the pool. Do it.
So what's going on with the
Can you
priestess?
calm your emotions?
It's not his
She's
emotions.
standing there staring. Her gaze is locked on the ashes and on the gem that is, by the way,
He's
matching
trying to
the
concentrate.
matching Ivan's ferocity. So the heat that's pouring off of the gem is matching the flames that are pouring off of Ivan.
Oh, so we just need to add heat. Oh, I could do
Not
this.
quite.
Except I would scatter the ashes everywhere.
And somehow the heat isn't affecting the ashes. Like the waves of heat that are coming off, it's hitting all of you guys. It's getting to the point that
Does this
you
feel
can see
revitalizing?
some of a. For you, yeah, it feels great.
How great?
Not that great.
Oh.
Not good enough that you're gonna heal from that.
You actually see some of the leather straps and belts starting to catch flame.
Hey, I'm wearing the armor of the waist.
I know.
He steps
Not
forward.
yours.
Hers.
Xenia's.
Oh.
He steps forward to match and redouble.
Okay, roll.
Are you having a big dick contest with a
Nope.
soul?
I rolled a 10.
What color were those scales on the gem?
Black.
Black?
Blackish purple.
She was killed by a black dragon. Black dragonoid. I wonder if they mixed. That'd be interesting.
So what am I adding?
Now,
this to?
hold
Just
up.
rolling?
Zenia wasn't from there.
As far as you know. She didn't say she was. What did she?
What am I adding this to?
Just roll them and add them together and tell me what you rolled.
Okay. So this time I rolled 4 and 0.
Okay, so 14. So as you redouble, you guys can see the black scales start baking and cracking and starting to flake off as the flames and the heat is getting more intense. Each of the black scales crumbles and reveals silver scaling around the gem.
And he redoubles again.
May I be able to add flame control to this? To make this hotter?
Roll.
Yeah, before you do, I wouldn't suggest doing that.
Well, I mean,
No,
roll.
He actually turns and says, I wouldn't suggest doing that.
any heat that's escaping this is
You're
just
gonna-
going to get bubbled in.
Okay,
We're gonna make this an oven.
roll.
Is all I'm gonna do. you lit my friend on fire. 15.
Not your
Okay.
friend, your employee.
Friend.
So
I
you're
consider
making,
friend.
Employee.
You're making it into a convection oven?
Yeah.
Okay.
For your guys' comfort.
The silver
not
scales start
boiling?
shining more and more when in the heat.
Wow,
And-
it was a good idea.
And at a certain point, the flame and the heat, which by the way you three are basking in, because you're within that convection oven area.
Yep.
At a certain point, when you guys think you can't take it anymore, when your clothes start burning.
Pretty sure the armor of Volus isn't on.
No, but the armor of the waist is giving you some
Helping.
comfort. Your wings aren't combusting
Well, you're
somehow while you're
fortunate.
wearing it.
And you're wearing a nice suit.
And your
No,
suit
Harry's wearing an
is
ice
protecting
suit.
you. Yeah, Harry's standing back there, iced
Melting.
over, melting.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I need to cool down. Yeah, that's better. I'm good.
So not only does he make gems, but he is a portable swamp cooler.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's a portable like block of ice.
So he's a portable ice machine.
So as it gets to the point where you guys can't take it anymore, even you, which are flame, when it starts getting to the point where even you're starting to feel uncomfortable, which you haven't felt in a very long time.
Since when?
Since the time you got burned.
Since the one time while
Since
you were on
that
the
one
elemental
cigar
plane,
burn? Oh,
elemental plane of fire, the first time you went
Oh.
and you stepped in the wrong room.
interesting. How Boris bedroom.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that cigar burn thing,
Yeah,
Isn't-
wasn't actually fire.
but that doesn't even quite rival this. But
Interesting.
that hurt. This is like you'll pass out from the heat level, so it's not quite
Oh.
the same.
I don't find it revitalizing at all.
The flame,
Curious.
passing out from the flame. Wait a minute.
I'm not hydrated enough, guys.
You can't stand the heat, stay out of the bayou.
It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Right when it gets to that point, it stops as quickly
Wow,
as
it's
it
a
started.
sauna in here. That
All of the
evaporating water.
flame and all of the heat gets sucked into the gem. There's a bright flash, and Zenia is laying there naked.
Yeah, let's cover that up. And
All of her
Holographic
belongings,
images.
with the
Yes.
exception
17.
of her greatsword, is ashed beside her.
wow, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna try and wild magic just a robe.
The greatsword
just
is
to get
laying
around.
on her chest,
Yep.
down the length of her body,
His cloak over.
Oh, there we go. That's good enough.
burning into her skin.
Holographic images over her actual skin. Ain't nobody seeing diddly.
Is Marie
He takes
around?
out his cloak and just lays it on top of her.
There we go.
Because he knows what it can take.
That's
None
good
of
enough.
the servants are around.
No, great. So I'm gonna have to pick her up and take her to a bedroom and have a rest.
And as she starts looking around a little dazed and confused, I need
For so
all of
long
you to
it's not
roll
true.
a perception roll.
12.
Everybody.
12?
12.
3 12s?
Did you roll 12 too?
Double ones.
Double
You're
ones?
like
A second
you're like
double one?
not trying to look and put that down, and you're seeing like the back of the cloak. That's really all that you're seeing is this cloak that you're trying to. How do I lay this down on her without? You
He
want to look, but you
He's
don't.
a dwarf. He doesn't
I put
care.
the holographic
You know.
image on her.
Yeah, he's seeing the back of a cloak.
Yeah, that's
All
true.
of you are doing this at the same time, so it's like.
All right.
So
Yeah.
as this is happening, everybody else notices things seem to be getting a little smaller around you.
Alright, let's get out of here.
What do you mean? Like the
the-
mansion
the
is
mansion's-
collapsing?
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Guess who's back?
You see things getting a lot smaller very fast. You guys see
Yeah,
things
and I'm
starting to
going
get
to-
smaller and darker,
I'm going to pick up
And
and then you
Zenia.
feel like you're getting smaller.
I
That's
thought
fine.
you were the
John,
master of the
kick
house.
on
She just has to say the
suit,
keyword
kick
on the
flight,
threshold.
and Get
Ooh.
out.
Okay.
The one who drew a penis
He's
on her
golden
forehead.
check.
Why does she have to say the word when you're the owner?
You don't.
She
Is
can
anyone
just
going
look
to say
like me.
anything to anybody?
Hey,
Yeah,
the
I'm going to
mansion's
pick up
collapsing,
Zenia and
get
say,
out or be
run.
trapped forever.
And I'm going to run using all my strength, try to get out the front door. And then
Okay.
jump.
Okay.
So,
18. Intelligence check.
Yeah, you hear run, and everyone starts scrambling towards the front door.
I mean, we're outside, right? Nearest exit would actually be out, right?
Yeah, be like
Not through the front.
just up,
Yeah.
Up and out.
So I'll just
yeah.
roll.
go for a flight.
Everybody's running. He picks her up.
That's
No,
a
I already-
12.
I already did. You already got a double ones
Okay.
in your perception.
Okay.
You're doing it for something else.
So yeah, you as
Yeah,
you
we
go
were doing
through,
it
you
to
feel
see
the
if things were
Trevor.
shrinking.
As you go up and over, you feel a mystical barrier,
Uh-huh.
and you're able to figure out how to get past it.
Sweet.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm good.
Alright, I'm out.
And you get out. Does anyone grab the dwarf?
I didn't grab the dwarf.
Okay.
I grabbed the
I
sleeping
need
lady.
you to make another roll.
And her
You
greatsword.
need a 13 or better to get out of the mansion.
Where did Harry go?
He's probably already out.
10.
You don't see Harry.
He just disappeared.
Yet
Don't see
again.
Harry.
10.
Okay. You kick on your jet. You kick on the power. You kick on the jets. You fly right out. No problem. You
So-
get out.
If
you
I need to
out.
get extra
The
big
mansion
to
collapses.
carry Zenia
You're
and everything.
almost to the door. You're
No,
running.
he's not. He's just gonna stand there.
Oh, okay.
He knows he's not gonna make it.
No, you think you
try.
could.
Okay.
He takes a knee.
Okay. So as you're kneeling, you see the familiar occurrence happens as everything shrinks and you shrink with it. And the darkness, the unnatural night
He's
sky
waiting for-
redawns.
He's waiting for his horn to come to him because he knows where it's at.
High or low?
High.
No.
No?
Oh.
Really?
Nope.
So,
Oh, you're a bastard.
so John, is there anybody outside?
Yeah, so as you get out, you see everything collapsing down and you see you guys.
Okay, so nobody made the mansion collapse.
Oh god, we killed everybody inside.
We used up all the magic of the mansion for a resurrection ritual. Heck yeah.
No,
And the mansion shrinks down to its
the guards,
normal
the
size.
guards
Or
are
time's
still
up. It's a
alive.
24-hour thing.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of resting time. And when they get resummoned, it'll probably be good. And so I've got Zenia and the Greatsword, and I'm just going to pick up
Yep.
that mansion.
Okay.
And we say, well, better get off to Gold City.
What you don't see is Ivan
Oh, well.
anywhere.
He's probably
Oh,
drinking.
you do see another thing too. I need everyone to roll perception rolls except Ivan, of course.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody-
19.
It's a wildfire, and it's still going.
Oh, you know the wildfire is still going.
No, I thought I stopped it.
You
No.
definitely
great.
didn't. You just let it burn.
14.
We didn't need no water. Let that mother.
14. What'd you roll?
19.
19.
18.
18.
While we were in there doing all that fire, it was spreading outside.
Yeah, pretty
Still.
much. Pretty much.
No. We were
Oh,
spreading.
yeah, no,
outside.
no, it was
No, no,
keeping
no,
you
no.
in. That wildfire was from him flying around and doing those scenes. So everyone else notices a familiar vampire standing there with his back to
He
you,
got
looking
lost.
out over the flaming plains, scratching his head, looking down at a doll. And at this point, I would like to make a brief change of cast. George, if you could please evacuate the table. And Eric, if you could please come on in.
My knees locked. No.
I can help you get up.
That had to be a counter.
It's weight, counterpull. Trevor, no offense, but you weigh as much as like a wet paper bag on a Thursday.
Like me.
Why does the date of the week matter?
Just on Thursdays.
Because Thursdays are a little thinner than other days.
My Wednesdays are pretty open.
Welcome, Eric.
Eric!
We thought you
back.
might get lost.
Yeah, it was. Came back and
You've been lost for so long. It feels like it's been months.
it's been a few minutes, dude.
Very long.
No, I mean in real.
A few minutes later, you
real
find
life,
yourself in the middle of a burning field, and you're a vampire.
Yeah,
That's awkward.
What's going on?
Yeah, so
At
you
least you
come
can
up
go
out of the
under
grass.
Also, we
So-
spent
so,
like 6 days here.
So,
6 days.
Eric, Johar comes up out of the ground saying, I think this is where I was told they would be.
Hey, yeah.
And the grass is burning away from you. I mean, as you're coming up, you saw a clearing.
Can you make a fire
Didn't
break?
really see anything.
Yeah, I did.
You
and I
came
rolled
up.
really well on it, too.
You saw,
Don't worry about it.
Didn't work.
you see the fire burning away from you. It's big, 20 plus feet. Flames. It's good.
Oh, it's
You
good.
forgot your marshmallows.
We are
You've
a
got action
weird
figures.
vampire.
I do have action figures. 2 of them.
Correct. And what do you do?
Just before he sees us?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Where's your banner?
Hmm?
No shit.
No. Shit is fine.
Oh. Are you
Stop
sure?
fuck.
Oh.
Is this the right place?
No dicks.
I just look around.
So as you look around, you suddenly see the
I couldn't find it earlier.
3 of them standing there, and one of them is carrying a lady, a redheaded lady. One of them, meaning Faros, is standing there holding a redheaded lady who has a look of confusion and pain etched into her face.
Yeah, because I'm squeezing her against her greatsword, probably.
And her great sword just seared itself into her skin.
Yeah, there's also the fact that she's not wearing anything yet, still.
So
She just looks like
but
she is.
She is going onto the ground if it's not burning.
No, the ground isn't burning.
Oh, good.
This is
yeah.
where your manor was.
She gets to go onto the ground, and I'm going to try and
The
wild magic a
grass.
robe.
Okay.
No, the ash. Oh, the grass.
I
You're
might
right.
have clothes.
You're right. Good.
I can just look to see if I got some clothes real quick. Let me
Well, I'm just gonna.
I mean, her
check
size
my
clothes.
items.
I may as well just do it her size, right?
I bought things, John.
Oh, right, you did buy things.
I bought a lot of things.
It might not be good enough.
What'd you roll?
It was a 7 to try and make something.
So it's really interesting. This is one of the realms of magic.
Yeah.
It feels distinctly unmagical right now. like you try to tap into the magic around you to just see if you can convince it or coax it to do something
But it
like
just
create
didn't wanna do
clothing, and you just can't seem to find it. It's shy. It's playing.
Oh, you took
hard
away
to
my
get.
wild magic. That's nice.
Not yet. Took away something else. Even
Oh.
worse. But
Took
you'll
away
find
your
out
luck.
soon.
My
You'll find out
my
soon.
thaumaturgy rank is now 0. Which would mean my character is literally actually not himself anymore.
I didn't. Don't worry, I'll tell you what I took when your character figures
Would you like
it
to
out.
write it down?
Oh no.
No, when you figure it out.
When I figure it out.
It'll be soon. You'll figure it out soon. Don't worry.
So now I'm forced to use my fire abilities, is what you're saying, because that's all I got left. It's great.
I'm not saying
Actually,
anything.
John,
You're saying everything.
I do
Yep.
have clothes that I could give her. I could give her Sypha's old clothes since I'm currently wearing the armor of the waist.
Correct, but they're too small for her.
Oh, they grow on me. They,
They
can
grow
stay
when you
that
grow.
size. Yeah, they can
Now,
stay
you're
that
sure
size.
they're going to stay that size when you take them off?
No.
Because it's the magic of the spell that makes them grow with you.
Well,
Awkward.
then I guess I'll just have to turn invisible, strip, and then give her the armor of the waist.
You could do that. You could certainly do that.
I'll do that.
Okay. Boom.
Welcome back, Zenia.
Ow! What happened? Who's that?
Armor of the waist hits her in the face.
He's a vampire who gets lost.
Oh, please don't kill me. I've already died once, I think.
Yeah,
I feel
you
like I
did.
died.
It really, you
What the
died
hell
quick.
are you doing here?
I saw you guys enter the little rift thing,
You're back now.
so I decided
Okay.
to jump in after you.
Can someone please?
We've been here for 4
Yeah.
days.
I just got
Please?
here.
Yes.
Jason,
Yeah.
can you please grab this sword and pull hard?
Yes, honey.
Really hard?
Okay.
So you reach down, and as you start closing your fingers around the hilt of the sword,
I'll turn the suit off.
you quickly realize that you can't put your fingers around the hilt of the sword.
Is it too tiny?
It's embedded into her skin.
Oh.
Okay.
This
so,
might hurt.
Okay. As he sinks his claws through to put, and she screams in immense agony.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
And
do good.
you're like, whatever. That's how you're feeling. It's like somehow this whole thing just doesn't seem to raise any agitation in you.
Wow, I thought I had a positive shift in apathy.
No, you were filled with apathy. You were filled with I don't give a shit about what's going
Oh.
on.
Oh, wow.
I
Neutrality.
couldn't fucking care
Wow.
less.
I lost all my
Apathetic.
feelings.
And you start pulling.
Oh,
I need
apathy,
you to
I see.
roll
Yes.
Instead of
2d10, add them
empathy.
together, and let me know what you
Oh.
roll. It's a strength check.
I think Faros just became a monster.
7 so far.
Sociopath.
7? Okay.
Oh no.
It's really hard. You put one hand on her shoulder, more like across like this, bracing, and you yank as hard as you can. What's your character strength?
Lots.
I want to say 7.
Might not be enough.
Seven. See, I'm good. You yank. You do get it free. The sound of ripping flesh is accompanied with the blade freeing itself from her body.
Sounds like dinner.
And we're just gonna go
And
ahead
at one point, she passes out.
we're just gonna keep going on, and yeah, that's a 14 to heal. And then it's a 12 to heal.
Okay. At that point, she starts gasping again. Ow! And you're holding the blade, and like literally, there's skin still fused to it.
It's okay, that's a 9.
Sorry.
She kind of formed around it. That's awkward.
We're gonna eat that.
No, the sword was superheated,
Oh.
Seven.
and her body formed underneath it.
Yeah. It's got a lot of
12.
got a lot of heat stored up.
Yeah.
Another 9. A 17.
Okay, so at that point, she seems okay. Somehow, though, even though it's magical healing and normally it removes scars, You can tell it's not removing the scarring from this event.
Ouchie. Maybe her chest wasn't the greatest place for that sword.
Looks great. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Also, you guys can't
It's a
see
sign
the
of
scar.
character.
All right. And she's like, thank you. Thank you. Now I just need something to wear.
May I try again?
She doesn't seem to notice that you took the armor of the waist and put it beside her.
Oh.
I threw it onto her.
Oh, yeah. Well, she didn't notice that as Jason was pulling the blade off of her.
Xenia, you have some. clothing.
Check your knees.
Oh, thank you.
If we forgive you. You
Then
just
she starts
you just
putting it
got
on.
Back. Welcome back.
Also, she can't see me.
Well, she looks in your area
Yeah.
where she thinks you are.
She might have fuzzy vision for a while.
And she stands up and goes, oh, by the way, Harry's there too. You see him come walking up actually as the fire starts going down.
Look at our resident fireman.
Hey, I thought I'd take care of that while
Oh, yeah,
I
that
was
was
waiting for you
just
guys to get out.
Yeah.
By the way,
We're
what-
not giving you a
what's
raise
the
for
fire?
that. You already have your food.
I think this bag is messed up.
I agree with you.
It's like every time I take some, it doesn't quite taste the way it should taste. I think,
Taste however you think it should taste.
yeah, chicken nuggets. And he pulls it out. It's got berry flavored. It's weird.
What do the berries taste like?
I hand it over.
Nuggets.
He hands it to you.
Think of a salad.
Clubhouse sandwich.
Okay. Roll.
Roll?
Yep. Roll.
9.
You pull out a clubhouse sandwich.
Does
Oh.
it taste like a clubhouse sandwich?
Tastes exactly like a clubhouse sandwich.
Meat and all.
Meat and all, everything. It's perfect. It's exactly like the way that you like your clubhouse sandwiches. The way that you were thinking about how it should taste as you're pulling it out is exactly how it's tasting.
Triple decker, turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, mayo.
And Harry's like, see? It tastes horrible, doesn't it?
No, I think you're just a magic snob.
What do you mean?
That food must have been great. The other food.
I think maybe you just like can't stand created food.
No, I've eaten some really good creative food.
Yes, he sure has
Stomach
eaten.
food.
Yes, that too. This is just, give me the bag.
Actually, open your mouth.
Does he even have a tongue?
I look at his tongue and examine it with microscopic vision.
Roll.
Has he caught something?
2 and 2.
He's got a
Better
fever
than 1 and 1.
that only chicken nuggets can cure.
Plus 10, 14.
No, it seems like he's got all of his taste buds. It looks like everything is like it should be.
There's nothing physically wrong with your tongue.
You're the one who rolled double ones, my
It
man.
might be in your head. You have a
Maybe.
phobia.
Not really.
Were you breastfed enough as a kid?
I don't know.
Oh.
I was abandoned. You think it has something to do with that?
Yeah.
It's
Abandonment
definitely why
issues?
you're tasting berries
I think-
instead of chicken nuggets.
I think the next time
Common
we get
symptom,
back
really.
home, you need to invest some time with a therapist.
It really is. It's
Okay.
by the books. You know, if
A
you have
food
abandonment
therapist.
issues and you go to think about chicken nuggets, you get berries. It's
You
in
guys
the
know
manual.
more about this than I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
It's in the manual. Magic items 101.
I guess I'll take your word for it for now. I still think the bag's messed up. Ties it back to his
Think about pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes with bacon
Sticks
and
his hand
cheese, and
in.
how it tastes.
How does that taste?
Have you not had pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes? with
No, I
bacon
just
and
can't remember
cheese?
how it tastes.
Can you remember how anything tastes?
Not really.
Well, that's your problem.
Were you thinking about food when that ritual went off?
Yes, I'm
Did
always
it
thinking
taste
about
good
food.
while you were?
Not really.
Oh.
It was weird.
But could you taste
Nothing
it?
tasted right.
Before the ritual was fine though.
Before the ritual was the first time I started eating out of this thing.
So here's the problem. It appears that you might have sacrificed your memories of what food is.
No, I know what food is.
and what it's supposed to taste like.
Okay, what does fish taste like?
Yeah, fishy. A little oily. Got scales and watery and salty. Fish.
Think of fish. What does it taste like?
Liver.
Give me that.
Wait, it tastes
I'll
He
take a
hands
bite.
It tastes like liver. Like raw liver.
You know what? You're fucked in the head.
Actually, I'll take some of that liver.
Here.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, you love it.
It's
It's great.
liver tasting fish. He literally. You have taste dissonance.
Is it curable?
I don't know, but that was
I don't
delicious.
know.
In this day and age,
Actually, you really do need a psychiatrist or psychologist or something like that.
Okay, when we get back, it's the first thing I'm doing.
I
Okay.
find this actually
Can you
very
spot more
funny.
of that
Maybe
liver
that's why.
flavored fish?
Yeah, the whole time, by the way, Zenia is like trying not to chuckle.
It's pretty funny.
It's like, it doesn't hurt, but it feels like it should.
you're
I'll
welcome.
turn to her. It's like, you know, that wasn't bad liver, but it's kind of odd looking like a fish.
Can you make more of that?
Sure, fish. Starts tossing them at you.
Oh, what's
You can
this?
only
A
do
liver?
it 3 a day.
Yeah, tosses. Oh, that right. So that would be. He goes, no, actually, he doesn't toss anything out. He's like, oh, no, it's done.
Huh.
Tomorrow.
Anyhow, that's interesting.
You want chicken nuggets? Is that what you need, Harry?
So
Chicken nugget.
He just needs help using the bag.
no, I think he needs somebody else to like create the food for him.
Yes, he needs help
So
using the
I'll
bag.
use my bag
Okay, you can use your bag.
to make him some fucking chicken nuggets.
Okay, roll.
It's an 11.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Hey, those are some decent chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we only bought like
He pulls like 6 or 7.
4 of those
handfuls them.
pouches.
Yeah.
No.
Does
Harry?
that taste like chicken nuggets?
Oh, chicken nuggets.
So you just can't use the
Chicken
bag,
nuggets.
Harry. You're not allowed to use the bag. It's a high maintenance bag.
Never feeding you
Sypha.
again.
High maintenance bag. I mean, high maintenance friend.
What?
Why do we keep you around again?
I make sure for you. Put out fires.
Made us
We're doing a
rich.
job for
You're
him.
not putting out that
Remember.
fire.
Magic. It's going out.
Made us
And the
rich.
flames are getting smaller.
Actually, we keep
Zenia,
him around
block eyes
because
on
we're
it.
only here because of
So-
him.
A block
So
of
Zenia,
ice.
The
how
big
are
one.
you feeling?
How?
I'm feeling okay.
All right. Are you sticking around?
Are you dressed
starting
yet?
to
Can I
walk?
drop the illusion?
Oh, yeah. I put the armor. Thank you.
Alright.
She's not wearing leather armor.
Just leather armor.
Just leather armor.
It
Could
covers.
probably use a little bit more.
It covers.
covers.
Right, but is it comfortable?
It's very
It will
comfortable.
chafe.
No?
It's magical. It's amazing how that works.
It's magically
It's
comfortable.
magically comfortable.
Great.
Can I have my sword back?
Sure.
She looks at it
You put a little bit of yourself into
every time.
Yeah.
She literally starts ripping hunks of herself off the
Great.
blade.
It's like a sunburn.
I can
Just
take that.
peel it off.
No, actually, thank you, but no. I prefer vampires not to suck on me. Any part of me.
That probably smells amazing.
It's a living.
So where's the little one?
What
I
little
mean-
one?
5 foot guy.
Oh, he's still in the mansion. He didn't
One
make
action?
He didn't make it.
Okay, you gonna let him out?
You guys bought a mansion?
it. Sure.
Yeah, we did.
But we might
is
need
it?
to wait till a while.
It's in her pocket.
I think we used up all the
Oh, you
magic
guys
of
bought a
the
little
mansion.
model mansion?
It
Reviving
you
you?
say the magic word and it grows back to
In the
another
mansion?
mansion.
Not sure how that works.
It's portable.
I don't know, can I see it?
I can try, and I'm gonna put it down, and I'm gonna say,
Oh, peanut butter sandwiches.
I was just gonna take a look. I mean,
Nope.
I'm still.
nope. Oh, where'd my notes go? I was gonna call it whatever. I'm home, and I'm going to
Okay, you said
put
done.
it down.
You say, I'm home. And it enlarges.
Great.
You
What do we
see
say?
this mansion appear out of nowhere.
You don't see that every day. No, you don't. Where'd you get this?
I bought it.
At the store.
And it fills
It only cost me
this
like
little
$1
model,
million.
Eric, this
Here.
little model fills up a whole acre.
And we're at the front gate.
Yep, stand at the front gate. The front gate opens, and the captain of the guard looks at you and says, "How many guests?"
I have one guest. It's the dwarf who's still inside.
Ah, very well. And let's go ahead and take a slight break at this point.
That way he doesn't get locked up forever.
That way we can figure out seating and things don't get confusing, overly confusing.
Although I'm somewhat tempted to make him locked up forever after that. Pretty tempted.
Yeah.
Really.
I've pointed the camera. Welcome back. Thank you for bearing with us during our break. And that's a perfect segue. So one of the reasons we take breaks, other than just to stretch our legs after a little bit, go to the bathroom, get drinks of water or other types of beverages, is Kwei-Cee is so amazing that he actually makes us food every week. I'd like to point out, so this is the chicken that he so painstakingly has served to us this week and most weeks. The darker spots is sriracha. Here, Kwei-Cee, tell us a little bit about the chicken.
Okay, so basically, it's a recipe from my parents' restaurant that I've tweaked. we used to get busloads of people coming in without warning, and so we needed a recipe to like make chicken really fast, or relatively fast, and so that's what that is. The spicing was a little bit more aggressive than the restaurant spicing, and for me, myself, and a couple of us, I do put I do bake on a stripe of sriracha onto the chicken.
It's real good.
The sriracha bakes nicely on the chicken. It doesn't run, so you get like this nice jolt of sriracha that just infuses like the rest of the bite of the chicken.
Now, in the future, we may eventually try to figure out how to record Kwei-Cee cooking for us. And so that'll either be cooking with Kwei-Cee or Jason's Terran test kitchen, depending on what he wants to do. But it is something that he does well amongst the many, many other things he does amazingly. So just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know, see a little bit more of what we do when we're not on camera, but we're here recording. And with that, we get back to the action. So the manor, you say the dwarf. So George,
I told you I was a little bit.
everything collapsed down. You took your hand, you knelt. You hold your. Oh, we have to get this on. We have to get Trevor on this one. This is amazing. This is so. Trevor does not like spices much, and there was a little extra
Flavoring.
Kick on the mild.
on the mild tonight.
You remember what I told you?
I'm sorry, I was
That's not
feeling
even the
angry.
sriracha one. You should try the sriracha one, Trevor. Go for it.
Who put these tears on my face?
Hey, you did it right this time!
I'm sorry, Trevor.
No, you're not!
The flavoring
Okay,
was
no, I'm not.
perfect.
The flavoring is amazing. I wish you guys could taste this. Mmm. Drink,
Oh my
drink.
gosh, I'm crying.
Oh man,
Do you need some milk?
no, I've got
A beverage.
yeah,
That'll
shitty
help.
flavored
It'll
water.
help.
It does.
It makes him not care about the pain.
Oh god. Oh, it makes
Okay.
me. Well, it's the lesser of two evils at this
Hey,
point.
would you care for a little bit of my drink?
Ooh.
I would, but I'm gonna need that to chase both of these down.
Okay.
Hey, maybe
So-
later then.
So, George,
Hey,
you saw everything shrink down around you.
hey,
And as it did, you took a knee and you reached your hand out for the horn that never seemed to come to you. And things got black and then started getting blacker around you. And then things started growing again.
oh shit, I was looking forward to a nap.
And as it grows, the scenery around you starts to dissolve and you see walls forming around you.
Oh, here we go again, come on!
And then abruptly, they fade.
What the fucking hell's going on? Come on!
And you're sitting there as one of the maids walks up to you.
Hey, Lass, what's
She goes-
going on here?
There's been a little confusion. I'm terribly sorry. By the way, here's your horn.
Oh, my love,
Drink. It's been too long.
I'll drink to that.
I love you! Don't ever leave me again, please!
Well, I have to stay with the mansion. Oh, you meant the horn. Sorry.
Oh, we
And
can talk about that later.
she turns and walks off.
Hey, Lass, come
Was
Me,
there
you
any
can talk
blushing
about-
involved with that?
Come
yeah,
on, Lass!
She blushed a little.
Come on, Lass! Shut up! We can talk about this later, alright?
You were too quick to
Too
deny
late.
her. It's too late. You can't take it back now.
Come on, Lass! I'll share! me loving you, we can have some fun here, you know?
Then
Come on.
She
then
doesn't want to be
fades
number
out.
3 in this relationship.
And she can be number 2. No 3 or share.
So you hear the commotion from the front gate. Do you wish me to send for him?
Or you can leave him alone for now. It's fine.
Okay. Well, are all of you coming in? Just you?
Well, I'm not gonna rush him. He's had a hard day.
It wasn't that hard!
He had a hard day.
That's what she said.
You
Very
stay
well.
out of this!
Five
I can
Ivan.
send my page to,
Which page?
well, my page, of course.
Was that page Turner or was it?
Of course.
Oh, that's good. The one who always follows you. That's right. Good. Good.
Do you wish me to send him? Okay. He makes
doesn't
a
need a
motion
lad
towards
right
the
now.
shadows
So where exactly is Ivan at?
by the pool.
Hey, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna take a fucking bath.
He strips off and you hear the splash.
Do I hear the splash from outside?
Yes.
Wow.
He
I'm glad I
cannonballs
was
in.
Not inside.
He cannonballs him.
You know, Orville,
Yes.
we might have to add all of us here to that number.
Very well. Welcome. Even that one.
Even that one.
Very well.
Wow, we're never gonna leave resting. We're
And
never
you
gonna
guys
stop
go
resting.
back
Oh.
into the mansion.
So Ivan climbs out and his mohawk is still straight up.
After you whip your head back.
That's
No, it just,
Oh, it just stays straight up.
That's so it's a 3-foot shark fin.
Red
You're
shark.
So
swimming?
he just can swim right
Hey,
under the
James, you
surface,
stay up there.
and he
As-
goes, "Duh." All
As
the way
Harry
through the-
steps in, he goes, I need 3 muttons and a cask of mead.
Yes, whatever he says.
Hey, I'll take 2 of those.
That first bite was a doozy.
So he climbs out, puts on just his leathers, puts everything back in his pouch, except for his swords and his horn, and starts walking towards the front gate.
Okay.
I just wanna shut the door.
I'm just gonna go into the dining hall and go
Someone
sit on the
didn't.
stool.
Okay. You sit on the stool. What does everyone else do? So it's a rather lush and lavish
It's not
mansion.
pretty big.
Yeah.
I can show you
You see
around.
stairs.
This used to be my place until somebody else stole it from me.
Yeah, she was an interesting person,
And
but
you
now
still
she
haven't
got
given
what
it
she
back.
deserves. Oh, it's it is what it is.
So we have Lurch.
I feel
we
like I use
have-
it better.
Lurch?
Yeah, that's his name.
His name is Lurch.
No,
Yeah,
his
there.
name is Encion. Don't
And
mind.
Enci-
Don't mind Sypha.
I'll call him Meat Number 1.
Captain of the guard is like,
He's a
me,
magic
sir, or are
fairy.
they talking about the servants in the house?
I'm talking about the servants.
He's
I'm
talking about
showing
the
him
head
around.
butler.
Oh, right.
I'm showing him
You're
around. So that's.
Just,
there's-
I'm asking these questions for reasons.
Yeah,
You know what? I'll give.
I like
you,
your original name.
So
Or
we've
at least
got
the name
Lurch,
the
the
last
head
one
butler,
gave.
and then we've got the
I
cook
would love
is
to know
named,
your original
Love.
name.
Love.
Wait,
Yeah.
that is your original
And
name.
then
It is.
We don't
this,
change your
this,
thankfully.
Maiden
Yes, my
is,
name never
is
changes.
Darlin,
It's a
Darling.
pain to
and
figure
then
out.
there's
It is.
Butlers won't tell me.
They don't remember.
That sucks.
The two
What's that?
male
The
fitness
staff is
slash
gonna look a
masseuse
little
people
different.
Are Hans and
Oh.
Franz.
Hans and Franz.
Hans and Franz.
I like it.
Thank you for the heads up. What happened?
I'm showing him around the house.
They
and
Okay,
stuff.
so
were
no.
consumed.
So now they
And
look
then we've
different.
got the,
However you wish to shape them.
female masseuses are
You are the original
Sugar and Sugar.
for them now.
Not as good as Hans and Franz.
They're Sugar. And then,
I'd like to shape them how
Aren't
they
they good
were.
as Hans and Franz? Because their name isn't.
well, they won't.
That's
pump
up to
up.
you.
Yes, thank you.
But their memories won't be there.
Unfortunate.
But if you concentrate and think about how they were,
And then
Then
there's
you can
an
reform them
equestrian
that way.
area.
I would prefer
as
for
well
it to be that
as
way.
a sword,
Very well.
Thank you.
Hey, John.
swordswoman,
Gives
and
the,
they are
shoulder
Darlin as
Oh,
well.
she needs it.
oh, thank you.
And
You're
then
hired forever.
there's Jeeves, and Jeeves.
So
If you ever
Jeeves,
stop your
Jeeves,
fire.
Jeeves, and Jeeves.
Yeah, there's 7 Jeeveses.
I'm just
One
playing.
Lurch,
I'll
David-
work on
and
the
Hans and
mates.
Franz.
David Ryan
Hey.
Gilbert.
Can
So mage you don't recognize walks
Hans and
up.
Franz.
How can I help you?
Jeeves.
Jeeves,
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 are you
Jeeves,
familiar with the
Jeeves,
idea
Hans and
of
Franz. Lady,
chocolate
lady,
sundae?
darling.
No, not lady.
Ice
No,
cream,
sugar.
chocolate
Sugar,
sauce,
sugar.
Yes. Okay.
whipped cream, and a cherry.
One for her.
Okay. She walks
Well,
off.
we were keeping
When
her
she comes
down
back, she looks
until you
exactly
started
like
to put
Marie.
in.
Uh huh. Okay.
And
She
then
brings it back and sits it down.
Love is the chef.
Here you go. Same voice as Marie this time and everything.
All right. Well, hey, thanks.
Hans has red hair. Franz has.
Are you the same person I talked to?
Yes, yes. There was some restructuring going on.
Okay. Should I call you something?
I didn't have to roll
or-
it.
What should I call you?
Marie,
Marie.
or whatever you wish. I answer to
Okay,
anything the owner calls me.
So
but-
you're that incarnation. Okay. Nice. Thank you very much, Marie.
You're welcome.
Darling.
Actually, yeah, that was Darlin.
Yeah.
To you.
No, I know. I know.
And
I know
she
who my
walks off.
servants were.
So you swim. You guys are having your conversation.
I introduced.
Sit on
Okay.
the stool.
I introduced Johar to all of the servants by their proper names.
Okay.
Darlin, Darlin,
So
Darlin,
none of the
Sugar,
servants
Sugar,
looked
Lurch.
anything like you remembered.
Not even Hans and Franz.
None of them looked the same when you started the introduction. You get to the end of it, and you're like, I think this was okay. So the ones that were here before, by the time you get to the end, they are the way you remember them all.
Are Hans and Franz still red-haired and blue-haired?
Yes.
Okay, that's all that matters.
Okay, good.
Now, at the beginning, no.
They were in like factory default mode.
State of- something had happened, but then they snapped back into the way you
They
remember.
started
them.
off on factory default and then it loaded settings.
So while he's doing the introductions, he's coming out dripping wet except for his mohawk, carrying his swords.
I'm assuming they're not dripping wet too.
No, they're not.
You never know. They could be very porous.
They could be.
They didn't hit the water.
They're like wet noodles.
Okay.
No, when he hit the water, he was bare ass naked.
And
Okay.
here we have the ballroom.
You didn't have to take
And
off
here
much.
we have
Right. You just had your pants on.
Pretty much.
No, he was
as
in
well
full
as-
guard, remember?
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
You did.
Uh-huh.
You did
The
put your
library.
regalia on.
But everything is now in his pouch.
The dining hall seats 100 people
Okay.
for
Except for his
Nice
horn
person.
and his blades.
How many books does the library have?
how many books does the library have?
Hey,
The
Damon,
library
you stay
has-
there.
I didn't count them all.
Just a lot.
A lot.
Quite a
Quit
few.
moving!
Is there like on an infinite number of
There's
things?
like at least 7 in there.
Damon Sassy.
You're not
Pig.
wrong.
Damn, come on!
Dude, Damon's had a
He just
hard
wants your attention and
a
love.
hard day. You know, he's tired. He just wants to go to sleep.
Trying to nod off.
So,
He's had a long day.
Does the books in the library just have like certain things? Does it talk
Shut
about
up.
everything?
Do you go
Like,
to the
there's
library
at
and
least
look?
7 on each
Yes.
subject.
Okay.
And there's like 7 subjects.
You walk into a library that's about the
least.
size of most houses,
Not a big library.
with almost an equal number of bookshelves,
That's a lot of books.
as most houses have
Rooms.
walls.
Floorboards.
He's lucky I haven't had all the bindings silvered.
Well, that's just me.
And yeah, you see everything from
Why do you hate me so much?
from newer looking releases to things that look like they're falling apart on the shelves.
Oh, and I got this new chain thing that I wear on my right arm, not my left. It's like a silver. It's a silver chain that loops around middle finger and up to the bicep, right?
It's called a slave
To the
bracelet.
form.
Why so many? Why so much silver, my man?
Magic.
Why though?
Because magic.
Why though?
Magic likes silver.
I haven't seen him yet, have I?
No.
No.
Silver
not
likes
yet.
magic.
Mm-mm.
So where's Malachi?
Lost.
So he's walking towards the front
I
gate.
don't want to talk about it.
John.
Last I
He's
knew he
actually
was
walking
face down
towards
in
the
a
front gate.
bathtub.
Okay.
Don't
Butt
want
naked?
to talk about it.
Butt
get-
naked?
No, he's got his
Oh.
leathers on.
You get up to the front gate, you see the captain of the guard standing there.
Sir?
Going for a walkabout?
Hey.
Okay, the rest of them are back in.
Oh, come on!
Do you wish me to set my page to help you find them?
I'll find them myself. I'll look for the chaos. Is me forge still there?
I'm sorry,
No,
no.
I left him.
Oh, come on.
I gave him a little
The
snorkel.
forge is going?
We can have that rebuild for you if you'd like.
Hey, please.
Well, he might have
Okay, it'll take us a couple hours.
I
But the
understand.
next time the manor is restored, we'll have to rebuild it.
He can still drink.
Can you make it a permanent thing?
We cannot know.
There is no.
We, the guards, cannot.
You know what I mean,
It
though.
was made in the yard, not inside the mansion.
It really,
His forge.
really depends on the owner. I'd talk to him.
Can you put me in his, at least in his general direction?
Sure. Paige. You see the little boy step out of
Ah,
the
come on,
shadows.
laddie.
Follow me, sir.
Hey,
And he
Good luck.
takes off at a good clip, like narrowly avoiding your hand as you go to pat him on the head. He's like,
They said
right after him.
so you follow him into the manor, and after like less than a minute, he escorts you to Faros, where Faros is waiting. Where?
At the head of the dining hall,
Okay.
on his stool.
It's been like a few minutes.
Faros is sitting.
Right
You do
on
notice
far
at
end
the
of the
dining
dining
hall, the way that Faros told them to redesign it, is exactly that way. Unlike your
It's an
forge.
easy way to find us after Cambodia.
Hey, so you think you can help them put the forge back in and make it a permanent thing?
First, Ivan,
Please.
what in the world was that?
There's a forge.
No. During the ritual.
Oh, I was helping.
Right.
It was.
Found him?
You immolated the cleric.
Is there something wrong with that?
Yeah. She's the cleric.
We
It
kind
was
of
a little bit of blood
The
magic.
first rule of an adventuring party: don't kill your cleric.
I didn't kill the cleric.
I thought the
I
first
was
rule of an
helping with a
adventuring
little-
party is don't kill your friends.
I thought it
I was helping with a little bit of blood magic.
Blood magic.
Hey,
Teach me more.
no.
Yes.
Ooh, I know a
I
little bit
can't.
about blood.
Do you want to forge?
Hey,
Teach me more.
we'll talk later, okay?
No, we'll talk now.
While they're building.
No.
Come on, work with me here. They
No.
build the forge.
I'm feeling particularly
There's an
apathetic today, Ivan.
You know what, John? I'm in the dining hall too,
Okay.
with the chocolate sundae. Remember?
Yeah. You and Zenia are at the table.
And obviously Harry.
Chocolate sundae. Harry is
Jason,
sitting
in
back,
the
just
dining
eating
room
anything they set in front of him
Chocolate Sunday. So.
You know what?
as
So-
fast as he
Whatever
can.
you ask.
While they're
I'm
building,
watching
I
this.
can-
Actually, it's
I can
interesting.
teach
You're
you
seeing
the
Harry
love.
drink more liquids than eating food.
I don't know
So
if they have human blood.
I will flag down.
But do they
what's
just
her,
have, like,
what's her face again? Maria.
Yeah, Marie.
Marie.
Okay.
Hey Marie.
Yes.
Yeah, that would work.
I'm watching them argue.
Is,
I think it's
does
popcorn.
regular food work?
Oh yes.
I mean, I guess.
Awesome.
It's
How
just
much?
not as good.
It's a show now.
Full.
Okay. Butter? No
I can do with
butter?
raw meat.
Extra butter?
Butter.
Salt?
Hey, don't forget the
Regular
salt.
And salt.
Yes, I could go
Pepper.
for that bare minimum.
No pepper.
Bay leaves? Basil?
No, just salt and
chili?
butter.
Okay.
We'll
She
eventually.
walks off.
Powder.
Less than a few moments. Less than like 3 seconds later, she comes walking back with a heaping bowl of popcorn
Oh,
with
that's impressive.
the butter and the salt, and she sets it down.
Like a basin.
Thank you.
Yeah, like it's like no joke.
Awesome.
The bowl is like this big, rounded.
Big bowl for a big boy.
So, anyways, it's like
We'd eventually wander to the dining area as well.
Okay.
I'll watch Ivan and
It's
Faros
a-
talking.
A little bit in the past. You're from the fire elemental plane, right? Or you've at least been there.
Yes.
Hey, well, I've been to the plane of smoke and ash,
Okay.
and I kind of developed a few tricks there. I became part of them.
Okay.
So when I die, I'm also gonna have something like that.
So, I'd like to propose a trade.
Hey.
Knowledge for a forge. I'll even make it permanent inside the mansion. So
Aye. You got a vial,
a vial.
a small vial.
I don't have any blood.
No, for me.
Oh. Marie,
Yes.
So, as I was saying,
Never mind.
Walking.
this
I
is the
got-
dining room.
may I have
I've got-
a
you
small
see
vial with a
Table for
cork?
a whole 100 people.
Of course.
Thank you.
Can fit them
She walks
easily.
off,
He
and you see
decided to
Marie
add
walk
a
right
throw.
by you guys as you're talking. She walks
Oh,
out.
darling.
Yes. Oh, hold on, wait. Hirela?
Hi.
Actually, she doesn't seem to respond. She just keeps walking.
Bitch. Darling.
Hirela?
Hi.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. And she stops.
Yeah, can you ask Love to make some blue rare steak for our friend here? He needs the rawer the better.
Yes, I'll have some blue rare steak brought in. I'll be right back. And she awkwardly turns and walks off.
That's that way,
Brian.
darling.
The cook.
Yeah, and you do see her
Brian.
going in the wrong direction.
Marie, it's Brian. He meant. Oh, she meant. I'm sorry.
She comes back moments later, hands you the vial,
Thank
and then
you.
walks
I'm
back out.
Gonna hand it to Ivan.
And then
You hold the
another
cork-
few moments, she comes back and
hold
sets
the
a
vial-
steak down at the table.
Now,
Are you going to drip?
A blue rare steak.
No.
Delicious.
He slices the tip of his finger wide open and just lets it pour in there.
Yeah, I'm not holding that. It's dripping onto the
No,
ground.
it's
like,
it's
and I'll hand you the vial.
over the vial.
No, I'll hand you the vial in your hand, and I'm gonna.
He doesn't want to get wet.
I'm
You
sorry.
won't
it's
get wet. I got a blade in one hand, and I'm slicing open the other finger.
This stuff gets messy. You
I'll
just-
hold the vial.
Sure, and you can even lick it if you want.
I will.
No.
Yeah,
So,
Zenia looks over and goes, "Yeah, I don't recommend letting vampires lick your blood."
No.
Look, it's all over the floor already. I mean,
Give him the vial back.
You suddenly hear all the vampires.
I'm gonna hold the vial and I'm gonna hold it
Everybody
under his
freaks
stream of
out.
blood.
Suddenly I'm the bad
opens
guy.
the wound and pours it. Lets
I
it
didn't say
go
you were
almost
bad.
halfway up.
No.
Cork
People
it.
just assume the vampires
Just the vampires like blood, you know.
Hey, Johar. Or Johar.
No.
Look it on. It's
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
all
gonna
over
lick
the
on
floor.
What do you think? I'm some kind of animal?
I guarantee you, there's no dust on it. It's
Yeah,
like
but
it was
still,
made
pulls
today.
out-
I'm not going to get on my hands and knees and eat that.
You don't have to get on your hands and knees. You can just
Well, yeah,
He
it's
wipe
pulls
your
out a
hand
towel.
on the ground.
and
it's
puts
just
it
too
on
far away.
And a towel falls onto the puddle.
Yeah, see, it's
Out
too
of
late.
nowhere.
No.
Oh. Now you can wring it out into your mouth.
No.
No.
He mops it up and puts it back in the pouch.
Well, Faros, I didn't know you were such an asshole.
I like
It's
him
just
now.
today. I don't know. I feel different. It's weird.
So,
Yeah.
So I should
Whenever
be
you
allowed
want-
to call the staff whatever the fuck I want, right?
No. In fact, I might recommend you guys if you can only respond to your real name, that'd be pretty cool. Okay.
so whenever you need to focus on making blood magic, you pull that out,
Okay.
a few drops, and then concentrate on what you really want. At least that's the way it works for me, especially when fighter is involved.
So you just want fire,
Most of the time, yeah.
and that's how it works.
At least for me, yeah.
Interesting.
Left to the
And
abyss.
I'm gonna drip it out, and I'm gonna want a like a hat of a beard of feathers on his head, like his beard turn into feathers.
And then she just took him with her to the abyss.
I miss those chains.
Oh, you're a bastard.
Nobody was getting those chains.
I wanted those chains.
Nobody was getting those chains.
It's funny. You're blessed, right? Okay. Where before you felt,
I'm gonna drip it.
while outside you felt a distinct lack of magic, as the first drop falls from the vial, you see it instantly just shimmer, glow, and vanish. And Ivan's beard starts sprouting feathers,
Do I feel this change?
mingled in with it. No, mingled in with the hair. So you have the thick dwarven hair and feathers just sprouting out of it.
I'm sorry, what are you doing to him?
No, don't worry, Sypha.
As
I
long
think
as,
I
long as the
believe.
mohawk does not change.
No, he said beard.
Is magic going on, John?
Oh boy, is it!
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
15.
Are you going to? You can choose to or not to. At
What
that
are
point.
you doing there?
Don't worry about it. It's part of the deal. He wants his forge.
You should
Sypha.
fully change.
At this point, you realize something's going on. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science.
Do it.
No,
Roll
Mohawk's
to
fine.
resist.
Do it.
I pass.
And then you feel the feathers.
Our deal is done. Marie,
Each feather he's pulling out, one by
is
one.
it from the skin?
Yes.
I hope it grows back like that too.
You start defeathering yourself,
Plucking.
plucking,
Preening.
preening,
You don't see this stuff every day. I'll tell you that.
trimming.
much.
There's blood.
Lots of it.
Those are
and
deep.
a lot of pain.
Oh wow.
A lot of pain.
Okay, you know it's a deal, and I called Marie. And I
Yeah,
was
she
just going
comes
to. May I have a
No.
Oh,
Well, what's it
a
going to? I don't want
room
to
in
do
the
that.
corner of one of the upper floors
This guy is
for actually his bedroom.
Thank
Make
you.
the back of
Thank
his
you.
bedroom with a chimney and
It's
a
just that
forge
it's creepy
and
sometimes.
materials for a forge.
That's
Very well.
lovely.
You want
Thank you
that?
very
You
much.
want
Oh,
that
you know what?
in?
I forget there was
In,
one
in,
other.
the house?
in his bedroom,
There
his
was one
bedroom
more,
can be
famous
redesigned
servant
to
named
be
Hal.
of stonework. You might be more comfortable that
Okay,
way.
it'll take us at
I don't
least an
remember
hour.
what
You
she
won't be
did.
able to reduce the manner while we're working on it.
I'll do my best.
Okay. I'll let.
If you were working, the manner cannot
I
be
think it's
reduced
just
by
fine.
any means, correct?
No.
Oh, just me. Just my action.
If you give us a task and we start it and you reduce the manner, the task gets put on hold until it resizes.
Okay, that's very well. Thank you for your clarification, Marie.
Yeah,
That's
not
all.
a problem.
Thank you very much.
And she walks off.
All right, Ivan.
So if we wanted to
Our deal is
expand this
done.
property and buy a second mansion, how would that work? Can we just fuse the two together and like make it be one?
You're saying this just allowed?
Yeah.
Okay.
What if you try opening a manor inside when you're inside the other manor?
Oh, at that point, Zenia goes, I would not recommend that one.
No.
Oh,
It's not a portable carrying device
Would it
inside of
explode
another
at
portable
Zenia?
carrying device.
Xenia, would it explode it?
You have
Other issues.
temporal magic going on?
Yeah.
Think of a
So be
thermonuclear
opening a
warhead.
temporal magic inside of a temporal magic? Not really the best idea.
But
Well, what
it's
would happen?
completely different because we can put these
John?
inside of
Well,
a portable
here,
carrying unit.
or sorry, in this place, as long as it was funny, it would be okay.
I think it'd be really
John,
funny if
like,
the guards went to war with each other until they
Zenia.
realized that they were owned by
Zenia,
the same
hold on a
person.
second. Like, I need to.
You?
need
Okay.
to listen in on this.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Zenia was talking to.
Well, I'm gonna circle
Yeah.
around behind
Me?
Faros.
I could see
Okay.
it.
I was like,
Yes, Jason.
please don't,
You don't have
please
to-
don't try and blow us up.
No.
Oh, I was just curious.
Also, do you know what a thermonuclear warhead is?
No.
No, tell me. Ooh, more knowledge for free?
Aye.
Tell me.
When the atom itself is split, it causes this huge radioactive explosion.
Just one.
You
I'm
need to talk to
figuring
him
that
like he's
crossbow
from
bolts.
the
I was just
BC
like,
days.
One atom.
You can fire whenever you want.
Atom.
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 Talk
It-
to him like he's from ancient Greece.
Oh. Shite.
Please, I see
Uh,
those
Plum
types of
pudding.
explosions every day, my old
No.
world. Those were like
Explosion
party
brighter than the
explosions.
sun that clears everything out permanently for at least 10,000 years.
Like Apollo's rage.
Aye.
Or Helios's.
Zeus's rage.
No, that's lightning.
More like Helios's.
Interesting. Teach me how to split this atom.
No. I cannot.
Shut the
Jason,
library.
what atom and splitting?
You
what?
do!
You're not in a condition
John,
that I would
Can I
trust
go
you
to
with
the
that
library
knowledge.
and try to find a book
Oh, I'll
on
have
this?
to.
You can
find
certainly try.
somehow.
No. You know what?
This seems like great magic.
It
and
is.
Power.
It's not magic,
12.
it's science.
Plus.
It's
double four,
manipulating
so
nature.
20
It's
Aye.
sounds pretty magical
plus
to me.
10, so 30.
Yes, you do find
Find a book on this.
a book
In
on
atomic bomb.
How to split atoms?
atomic theory.
Okay. I'll
I
bring
don't
it
know
back
if
to
it would cause
Faros.
a chain reaction.
Don't you?
Oh, dude, no!
I just found a book on it in the library. Here you go.
I'm gonna sit back.
The
on
book
my
is like
stool,
hefty.
and I'm gonna start.
Oh,
I've got.
shite.
You know what?
It's
Oh, by the way,
okay.
high or low?
You've gotten what you wish.
Hi.
Oh, no. This is not good.
A lot of it doesn't make a lot of sense
Good.
That's okay. I have a Jason.
You know
because it's unfortunately not an introduction to atomic theory. It's advanced.
It's okay.
Atomic
I have an
theory?
intelligence of 9.
Yeah,
I'll figure
yeah.
it out over time.
You the first thing you realize is that there's a lot that you don't know
Oh, that's
before
good.
this.
I am entranced.
Whatever
Okay.
this means, it means this. If you do this, this, and this, whatever that is, this happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can't tell you what
Hey,
that
you
means.
bloodsucker! We're gonna have a talk later on.
Oh, I don't suck blood. I just eat skills.
You know what I
John?
mean. We'll have a talk later on.
Feeling a little hungry.
Oh,
I
Marie,
got
one more
something.
thing.
Yes.
I'll give you a pouch of
Blood pudding?
satiation. You just think about whatever
Okay.
food you want 3
For
times per
Johar.
day, and it'll create it for you.
Okay. Now, which blood pudding are we talking about?
Yes.
The actual.
And
Just
Okay.
think about how it tastes.
And she walks
not
off.
human blood pudding.
That's fine. She walks off.
I'm like a little person.
Just
What happened to the
So,
blue
John,
rare
how-
steak?
I
It's
ate
still he ate it.
What do you mean it was still on its way? It's literally
No,
like you
I
cut
was
it
about
off
to say
and
it's still there, but
ow.
he ate it.
Okay. I gave him a pouch of satiation.
So, how fine of control
There's
is
some blood
this
pudding
my
on the way for you.
plasma
There's what?
beams
blood
out
pudding
of,
on the way for
out of my
you.
suit?
You already had a eating steak.
Pretty
but I
narrow.
just-
It's okay.
I
Well,
just
that's
So I could probably incinerate a book out of somebody's hands.
Yeah,
You cannot.
probably.
You don't know I'm contemplating this.
Once it starts,
You're
I'll
you're so
I'll control
metagaming
that
here.
fire. I will soak. It's also made of magic. Good luck trying to burn it.
Ooh, he starts
got
stepping
cold iron.
back. Before you
You
start
really
anything,
None of this was said.
Yeah.
None of this was said.
he knows him.
We're metagaming.
So
were
hard.
we ever?
Metagaming so hard.
Aside from me
I
and
mean,
him,
I-
we were just having
Yeah.
conversations.
Besides that,
Yeah.
I cannot not metagame. It's my one weakness.
Uh-huh.
I just can't not do it.
He sees what's going on and starts backing away.
You don't have to introduce
Nothing's
enemies.
going on.
We already have enough around us.
With friends like these,
Who needs enemies? I mean enemies.
who needs enemies?
So while you're contemplating this,
Uh-huh.
the butler, whose name I can't remember what
That's the
it
Lurch.
is now.
Head
We've done
butler.
it, so we've done it so back and forth now.
It's the head butler,
Yeah.
Encion.
Encion walks in. Excuse me, son.
Yes.
The forge has been created
Isn't
for
that
you.
funny?
Ivan, your forge is completed. It's in your room.
Done!
It is literally in
He's
your
gone.
bedroom. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Is there anything else we can help you with?
Yeah, I'm having some trouble understanding these words. Would you mind helping me?
I wish I could. That's beyond me.
I see. Is there anyone here who may understand?
I doubt it.
Oh, unfortunate, really.
Most of us, we're mystical beings. So a lot of that is laughed at for being so inaccurate.
Do you have a better explanation for these?
No, I'd rather have on the phones.
God's will.
Very well.
As the deities allow us, we can do amazing things.
Yes,
It can
we
cause
can.
massive destruction.
Absolutely, Encion. You so have it right. I am perfectly fine, thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe
Yeah, he walks off.
are gonna get pumped up by Hans and Franz.
Okay. So you guys go down to the workout area
/ massage parlor.
/ massage parlor and get pumped up.
How pumped up are you guys going?
10
Well,
fun.
we're going to do the push-ups and the sit-ups and the squats, and then we're going to
Oh,
roll around on
okay.
the hard ground, and then we'll do sprints, and then a nice massage. We'll finish.
I loved every part of this. Every thought of the
So how much
discretion.
more time do you guys spend
Until it's time to leave.
in the manor this time?
I just need to heal up.
Okay.
Can I go back into the library?
So, you know what?
You can after
Yeah.
you're
We
done
have
with
our
Hans and
massage
Franz.
in
After
the
done-
library.
I'm gonna
And
hit up the
Zenia needs
library.
rest,
I'll,
although that's not on my mind.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
people
You can care less
I'll
about
start
that.
a conversation with Encion.
Okay. Yes, son.
So, hey, let's see. I need some clarification on the rules of this place.
Very, very good.
Okay. So whatever the owner of the manor decides, that is hard and fast rule.
And that's Roger.
Oh,
and
okay.
Thor.
The guests are to be treated
To us.
as honored guests of the owner of the manor.
Okay, so that's the question I want to answer, to have answered.
Yes.
Um,
You can ask for anything so long as it does not go
Sure.
directly against something that the owner of the manor has
Okay.
said.
so if I kill another honored guest, I'm still an honored guest unless the owner of the mansion says so.
Correct.
I hear this.
No, you don't.
No. He walked off to the side. Correct. Fights amongst honored guests are fights amongst honored guests.
Awesome.
Honorable, right?
Wagers,
Yeah, we can go that far.
Okay. Okay.
you know, just outcomes of living.
All right. Cool.
So, John, can I search in the library for certain books about certain rings?
You can
Try.
try.
You sure you don't want to look up elementary physics books?
I can do that later.
It's okay, I can do it myself.
9.
Physics for dummies.
Yeah, they have nothing on it.
Nice.
Like everything that you think that they could have even been mentioned in isn't there. It's remarkable on how little they have of the topic. It almost seems like a plot.
So
What was the topic?
I guess I'll
Don't
go
worry
back to
about it.
Xenia and just
Oh,
like
Okay.
continue
Yeah,
rubbing
you
her
did.
shoulders
Okay.
and stuff.
She enjoys it.
Stuff that we don't know about.
Voodoo.
It's like,
And
Who
hoodoo.
do?
She flirts heavily with you the whole time,
You wanted experimental
of
physics?
course.
making subtle innuendos and
You
remarks.
weren't there for me to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I'm
can
still
continue this in a
Elementary.
room.
I'm still chilling.
Anyone's
in the library.
really.
So he's trying to get laid by an NPC now. That's how desperate he is.
It's just this continuing thing.
Pretty much.
I was talking to them, not him or you.
Oh.
The 7 G's. Hans and
Breaking the
Franz
fourth wall,
love
as you know.
Oh, I thought that was the fifth.
Maybe
Oh.
you could break the fifth wall.
How about the sixth wall?
I don't know about the sixth wall.
Oh, come on. It'll
Too
be
many
fun.
numbers. Too many numbers. Anyway, so the time actually passes
No.
fairly uneventful this time.
This
time's
time.
the
Speak for,
charm.
speak for yourself. I got pumped up and then I got a rockin' massage.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then he really got pumped up.
Oh yeah.
yeah. And
got-
He
you
knows
know,
all of the
Are
staff
we-
by their actual names of Jeeves
Are we
and Lurch and
are we adjourning here for the evening? I thought it was already like morning or.
well, it was mid-afternoon when it shrank.
Uh-huh.
You guys reestablished it.
I was waiting to be told when we were leaving.
Lack of leadership. You guys pass several more hours.
No, I'm just gonna.
So
wait
it's
till
evening by
after
time you guys are like
Yeah.
feeling good.
Okay.
That's
so-
when you get done with your massages and everything. That's when, if you choose, you and Zenia go and have a discreet encounter. That's when you feel like you're back up to full. Everyone would be fully rested and back up to full health / soul / psyche if they have any damage,
Okay.
Oh, cool, I
Including me?
have those.
And I close the book
including you.
and I put it under my stool.
Okay.
And I.
Except your permanent health is down.
Yeah, your permanent health is still at a 6.
Hey, you had to say something, didn't you?
Like I said, your health is permanently reduced to a 6
From you.
until you spend XP to raise it.
Hey, we'll take care of that later.
Yes.
And as I pass Harry, I just ask, "Have you eaten enough for now, Harry?"
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Good.
And
I was thinking about you.
my electrolytes are back up
Good.
from all that ice that I made.
Good. Ready to get moving again?
Oh yeah,
Let's do it.
I was ready like 3 hours ago.
Good. It took me a little while.
It's fine. It's fine. It's nighttime, but yeah, whatever.
We might end
We
up.
have a torch to light our way.
We might end up traveling somewhat unseen. I might just not make myself seen.
True. True.
We have people with thermal vision, whatever that is.
That means they see you real well.
They also see other people real well too, right? Right? I think.
As
so.
long as you're not too close to them.
Yeah.
You know, blinding them with your thermals.
I think we'd be competing on that one.
Just cover yourself in mud. I saw it in film.
Oh, I don't want to do that. That's wet.
Uh,
Me and wet, we don't mix too well.
Should have still had that headhunter body.
Yeah, it's just it wasn't me. It did its purpose. It was real
Okay.
cool.
It was.
And you guys,
And so I'm gonna say, all right, everyone, if you're all good to go, I'm good to go, and we're just gonna work it out.
okay.
And
Do you
somebody's
guys-
in a forge and doesn't hear anything.
Then I'm just gonna wait like about 10 seconds.
You would,
and then say
you would
a
be-
couple words.
Notified. So as he says, and I'm ready to go whenever. Literally, one of the servants sticks their head in. Looks like your party is leaving,
Hey, thank you.
and then
Me?
steps out. Literally, all of you guys would have someone, if you weren't right there with Faros, would have someone stick their heads in to let you know.
So
All that
he,
time searching that library.
Terrific.
he puts out the forge,
Okay.
pulls off the steel, puts out the embers, and starts heading for the window.
The
If he
window.
didn't do that, what
You're on the
if-
3rd floor.
Just jumps out the window.
Okay. Just reminding you.
I know.
That's
Okay.
how the Ivan do.
He's heading for the wall.
Whoa!
It's only one story down.
Yeah. Yep, you jump out and you climb down and you go to the door.
Still covered in sweat.
So all of you get to the front gates and you depart the manor.
Now we actually go to Gold City,
Alright,
right?
well, let's,
No, I say I'm home.
And the manor shrinks.
And then I'll just put it in my pocket.
What pocket?
The one that also has the mirror and had the ring.
Yeah, it's a different place.
Yeah. That one.
You don't have a place to put it.
It just doesn't work the same, does it?
No.
I guess I'm gonna have to hold on to it.
Okay.
I mean, I can hold on to you.
No, I
for
do.
you.
You know, I really think
Yeah,
it's
Zenia
better for me
offers.
to
She's
just-
like, I
You know
can
what?
put it in a bag for you if you want.
As
I mean,
long
I got
as,
all these pouches.
As long as
and...
it stays mine,
Oh, yeah, you're not giving it to me. I'm holding it.
You may hold it for me.
Okay.
Yet it is mine.
And she puts it in the pouch.
Thank you, Zenia. I appreciate
Actually, she goes to put it in the pouch. She goes, "Oh crap! I don't have those. They're gone."
I mean, I can
Oh,
hold it.
no,
for you.
it's-
And Harry goes, "I've got it." He reaches over and grabs it and puts it in his pouch.
Okay. You can.
She gave him her backpack, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Harry had her backpack.
You may hold that for me.
Because that's
for
what's
now.
containing the portable holes and such.
Right?
John,
What now?
while they're
We went
quibbling, it's
shopping.
like I start walking towards
Do you
like
need a weapon?
Towards where Gold City
Yeah.
is.
Not a lot of things.
Okay.
And then I'd like to activate
Tomatoes.
blending,
How
Okay.
scorched is the area?
please.
I have like 2 pistols.
Fairly scorched. Looks very wet and scorched. Little marshy.
Do I have to roll for
I
that?
have a 9
No.
skills for
Yes, go blending.
He's making the water evaporate.
Okay.
Just drying it out to where it was.
Somebody's going to hit you. It can
Okay.
keep it on its own to
How
defend
kind.
I like
So
that.
kind.
And you guys start heading down the road
Jason's got a
towards
crossbow with maiming.
Gold City.
What time of day is it?
It is.
Oh, no, evening. night.
It is deep in the evening, about 3 hours after sunset.
Okay. Nice, dried out piece of wood.
I'll give it to you.
Okay. Oof.
So much for traveling unseen.
Squad.
He's got the sword of defense.
Okay.
I take it from Harry, who's got the carrying no devices.
Okay. Yeah. You ask him for it, Harry pulls it out.
Yeah, and also, can you give me that staff?
Are you gonna? Sure.
The stick of peace that he always
Yes,
disappears with.
The stick of peace that we could have used in those fights that you weren't there for.
It's okay.
I think you did the right thing, Harry.
Did what I thought was
You were
smart.
You were smart.
But the stick of peace might have helped.
It might have, and I was prepared to use it.
You know what else worked? Jason's art. Just saying.
His art.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Sypha. It was amazing. It was real. I'll tell you about it later.
I was there for it.
No, you weren't.
I was on the team that got her body
Oh,
back.
yeah, but that was all. You didn't see it happen. It's just, it was ridiculous.
He's talking about the art leading up to the
Yeah,
other art
yeah,
that happened.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All the art that he did.
So you guys go down the road. Now, are you guys staying on the road? You off the road?
on the road.
We're
Okay.
on the road again.
If we're on the road, I'm not walking in the grass.
Correct.
If we're
We'd
on
be
the road,
walking
I'm
on the
going
cobbles.
underground. Just feeling kind of chill. Just tunnel.
We were
Just
actually
gonna pop under the ground
we
and
were
go.
actually warned to stay reasonably on the road.
I would stay above ground because we don't want you to get lost.
I'll just stay right, like underneath your guys' feet.
I don't touch the ground.
Yeah, but he does.
If I could do that, he'd be a sand shark.
I mean, could I like carry him down with me? Like I just hold on to him and we bowstring, so no, dang.
No.
Doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah.
You'd be like.
It
dragging him
could.
through
You
the
could
land.
try to like work with your power and get it to do fun things like that. But currently, no.
What, and then leave people 100 feet under the ground?
Leave them there
Just
to die?
abandon them there.
I mean,
He's not saying that that's what would happen.
You're right.
Yeah, no, it really depends on how he develops his ability, now doesn't it?
Because when Gohan lets
You
go,
can stay here.
then
I'm gonna go do something.
them and the Rock are sharing space.
So you guys start heading down the trail. I do need you guys to make some perception rolls after about an hour and a half on the trail.
13.
You guys have a
13 as
torch.
well.
I'm assuming you're having the fun light banter that you guys are used to doing.
6.
Torch
You're completely wrapped up in the fun light banter.
I am
Torch in
wrapped
left
up in
hand.
how that nice.
sword in right.
13.
I
Wow.
was thinking about Hans
13,
and
13,
Franz's
13.
magic
Oh,
Hans.
what'd you?
Hans and Franz.
Hans's magic Hans.
Dude, they
With
pumped you up
Franz's
really
fingers.
good.
Oh. Great for massages.
Double 8s, double 10s, and 6.
Oh, good. You didn't end with the double ones and do a face plant. That would have been epic.
Yeah.
It's only
Okay.
42. Come on, man.
Okay. Sorry, there was a little pause for, equipment fear. Anyway, I'm sure some of you recognized the look of on my face. So, yeah. Anyway. So, as you guys get going, you do, after like an hour and a half, you see a caravan ahead of you. Looks like
Turning our
they've...
way, or have
Looks like they've circled up for the night.
Hey,
Like 6 wagons. Looks kind of, for the people that rolled a 13, kind of gypsy-ish wagons in a circle.
I can go tunnel over there, guys. See what's going on. Y'all want me to?
You can do what you want, Johar.
No.
You might even be able to get a snack.
No.
I like the idea of a snack.
No.
Oh, don't tell me. I'm not going to do it, Jason.
Oh, wait.
Please.
There's laws about how you behave
What if I
on
don't
the road.
attack them? I just see what they're doing.
There are laws. I know these laws.
These caravans are
You know
not
what?
technically on the road.
No,
Johar?
they are.
They are.
Let me
They're
lay
circled
this down.
on the road.
This is a boutique dimension with rules.
No.
And if you break those rules,
John,
bad things happen to you.
Oh, trust me, I know
Just
what's
a
happening.
quick reminder.
You don't see them.
And other
You
people
rolled a
associated
6.
with you.
Point them out.
I know.
He
about
mentioned,
how
can I go look and
intense
see
stuff
those
works,
things? So
man.
I'll give you one more
Have
roll.
you been to my realm?
No, I haven't, and I don't care to.
Look, man, they want to kill me. I didn't
You
do
know what?
anything.
I want to kill you.
Okay, yeah, you
too.
can
You
see the
are
wagons. You
hunted.
really don't know
That's
if they're
right, I
gypsy or not,
remember.
but you
Yeah,
can
I'm
see the
being
wagons.
hunted.
How is it going?
I'm still alive.
People are talking though
Is that
about
why you're in
checking
this
things out
dimension?
and or possibly
Are you
getting a
running?
snack.
Are you on the land?
Yeah.
What do I remember about the
Yeah, I
rules?
mean, they kicked
Okay,
me
now
out,
you get to make an intelligence
and
roll.
if they see me, they'll try to kill me.
I committed this shit to memory. 8.
Okay, so the rules are you treat everyone fairly and above boards. You don't try to steal, murder, or
Yep.
waylay anybody as long as they are on the road or within 10 feet of the road.
We were like literally within 10 feet of the road.
No, we weren't.
No,
We were not.
no,
we were
you
specifically
weren't.
not on the road.
Wait, we can't
You guys
really-
specifically said
away
we are
from the road.
putting the manor off of the away from the road
Because John
at a
didn't
good
tell
distance.
me those rules.
Wait.
You
prior
didn't
to us
ask.
setting
We
up-
can't kill
I
anyone
said I
on
need
the
to
road.
know all of the rules. Yes, or anybody within 10 feet of the roads.
Unless it's funny.
No,
No.
it's never funny to kill.
So what you're
people that
Well-
are on
saying
the road.
is there are no high limit
Well,
in this realm.
technically,
Legally, no.
legally, if it's funny, it trumps everything.
So
But legally,
the Joker would be welcome.
the jester doesn't think that killing is funny.
Or fighting at all.
Unless you do it in a funny way.
Do I
We
recognize?
tried. Oh, we tried.
Do I recognize anything about the caravan?
No,
No.
it's a gypsy caravan. That's all you got out of it.
All right, can
You can tell that there's about 6 people out in the fire, around the fire that's in the middle of the wagons. There's enough room that you guys could walk right by it.
Is it directly on the road?
It is. The horses are 10 feet off the road,
Okay.
tied to a picket line. And
They left their horses off the road.
No.
It's free.
Within 10 feet.
No.
Fine.
I could cause
you
an
don't see
earthquake
anyone else,
to
but
scare
you
the
know
horses
there's 6 wagons.
11
More
feet
than
over
likely, there's
off the road.
more than 6 people.
That would be way
So
lame.
he,
and it's
their
just an earthquake.
their fire dims
Random.
slightly. Mine grows, so they can actually see that we're coming.
Well, you don't have flame control. You've got pyrotechnics, right? Okay. No, you can't make theirs dim. You can make yours brighter.
But he makes his
'Kay.
brighter, and he slowly, making sure they can see him, approaches their caravan.
Okay.
Swords away, peace tide,
Okay.
and
Got
no
the stick
armor
of
on.
peace.
I'm just tunneling under them.
I'm
Does
blended.
it shrink to be my size?
Yeah, it does.
I got the toothpick of
Toothpick
peace.
apiece. No, it's not even. Toothpicks are
I guess
separate.
I'll-
I mean, for you, it's still a
So,
staff.
the thumbtack of peace.
For you,
But
it's still a
still big.
staff. For everyone else, it's a sliver.
It's like the splinter of peace.
The splinter of
No,
peace.
thumbtack would be about the right
No, it
size.
says
If I'm an
splinter.
inch tall,
Inch. It's a
splinters
it's a
are
big
not.
splinter.
That is a
Oh, it's
huge,
a big
massive
splinter.
That is not a splinter.
It
that is-
happens.
Aye, that's a big split.
It-
I've seen them.
It
It's
really
a needle.
happens.
A needle a
I've
piece.
got
29
story.
stumps.
A needle a piece. Anyway.
Like if you're an inch tall, that's a decent sized staff.
Okay.
So, anyway.
So you guys start making your way towards them. When you get about 30 feet away, when you get about 30 feet away, you hear,
Halt, who goes there?
state your names and your intentions.
Hey, I'm Ivan. I just want to see what's going on.
We're having a family meal. Don't bother us. We won't bother you.
Hey,
You're trying to continue down this road peaceably. You're kind of on the road.
Hey,
We can go
there's 10 feet that you can make by us.
No, their horses are there.
No, they're on the other side.
I thought there was on an entire
No.
side.
Hey,
No,
stop
they're
arguing.
circled
Let's
on the
just
road.
go.
There's about a
They
10
asked
foot
us
gap
to
on
go.
the left-hand side that you can go past.
Okay,
And the horses are 10 foot off of the road on the right.
on the right. Okay.
Correct.
Hey, Zenia, do you know these people?
Can't you just fly over them?
Well, I can. But we're
No.
coming from a distance.
Okay.
No, they don't sound familiar. None of their
I'm sure we
trappings
don't need them,
seem
so.
to be anything I've seen before.
Okay. Well, hey,
What do we do with the
that's good
fur?
enough for me. Hey, I'm Jason. I am passing you guys by. See you later. Have a good life.
Very well.
Hey, have a nice night.
You too. As you guys go, I need you guys to make a perception roll as you leave them behind.
As I task, I will ask. I am curious. Where are you coming
Your
from?
aim
Where are
is
you going?
horrible.
Oh, we're heading
I
towards
have
here. There's a
no-
party.
You had a whole box and you
The
missed
lines
it.
ought to be moving. There were some doofuses in the front who thought that they shouldn't ask the guards. If that's still the
No,
case.
they made a line and didn't walk forward.
Yeah, and they didn't walk forward. So, just to keep yourself from
North
waiting
gate?
there forever.
Was that the north gate?
the only gate open at the moment?
Oh, really? There's only one gate open?
That's right.
Okay.
So just let you know.
Okay.
And do
Thank
I
you.
notice anything as I'm
I mean, literally, the way they've got their carts pulled up is you can't get a clear look at them
so
at
I'll
all.
keep passing and I'll take
So,
a look as,
yeah.
as I go. And I'm just gonna assume they can't really see me too
Yeah,
well.
I mean, you see a shade, outline of a person there. You see like an eye looking back at you through the cracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Very well.
Hey, John, I rolled a 12.
Okay,
11.
I might get a little closer to them. 11.
you're under the ground, getting a good look back.
I'm going
19.
over.
You see people come out of their encampment and keep pace with you guys as you go. The group gets ahead
I'm going
of them
over.
by like about 50 yards, but they're keeping pace. So as you fly, you're gonna fly up and over the caravan.
Do I
Okay.
notice as
Hold
this
on.
as I'm okay?
Roll a
John. 19.
just roll.
19 perception.
Okay, hold on.
6.
Okay, so you're arcing to fly over, and you don't really get a look down at what's going on. You just like boop boop.
Yep.
It's almost like you didn't go over it.
But I'm on the other side now.
You're on the other side.
Alright.
Yeah.
We're good.
Perfectly on the other side. Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
You know, it was just like
Weird.
it was just kind of odd. Yeah.
That happens.
You know, things happen.
It's a strange,
It was,
mad world.
it was
here.
almost like a forced lay travel without it being lay or traveling.
By the way, it's pyrokinesis.
Yes.
So-
Sorry, I said pyrotechnics. Sorry about that. Right.
Names die hard.
Names, you know,
So
movies.
I'm gonna
Brains.
tunnel back and after I notice
Okay,
them.
yeah.
And just kind of like stay underneath them and like figure
Okay.
out if they're
Tremor
talking
style.
or anything.
Okay.
No, just
The
listen to 'em.
the two people are dressed in all black. Well, okay, that's a lie.
Suspicious.
They're dressed in a charcoalish color, so blackish gray.
Okay.
They're not saying a word to each other, and in fact, they're on opposite sides of the road. And the
Are they
road,
10 feet
the
off
the,
the
the
road?
road, no, they're on the road, but the road itself is fairly wide.
Okay.
Think of McHenry
Okay.
Road. So it's got like a good 4 or 5 lanes. 4 or 5 lanes wide, width going on. So you can see that there's a lot of space between
I'm
them.
just going to kind of like keep with pace like right underneath them.
Okay, so are you going to be underneath one of them or just in the middle of the two?
I'm going to like be underneath the one on the right.
Okay. Okay. Everyone else gets the distinct feeling that you're being watched.
with an 11.
With an 11.
Okay.
Anything under a 20, you get
Yeah,
the
I'm
distinct
gonna-
feeling you're being watched.
I'm just gonna turn around and look at the road.
Okay.
Look around.
So,
And
with
just
that
kinda stand
feeling,
there.
untie, switch hands, untie,
Mm-hmm.
switch hands.
Thermal sight.
Roll. Where are you looking?
Back.
Okay, back, around, anywhere. Okay.
Up, also.
Hi, Jason.
11.
Okay, pick up Sypha. Flying.
Mm-hmm.
She waves. You see you see a weird heat signature under the ground and then back. and it's not quite caught up with you. It looks like at one point it had, and then it sort of moved away. There's a little residual.
There ought to be Faros like in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
We stopped walking.
Faros quit walking. He's sort of blended. It's hard to see him. But with your thermals, what you're really getting is more of it. It's like he's matching the air temperature, but not at the same time. So you're getting weird little flickers of heat.
Yeah.
So the torch,
So it was really hard to see him, but you do barely make him out.
the torch flickers and goes out.
And so you see all of that. You do not see the people following you, however.
Do I hear anything?
Roll perception. John. When they when
I don't even know
they
if I
stop,
see that we all stopped.
he stops. The two of them stop, like at the same exact instant.
Hey, it's for you.
So as soon as he stops, they stop as well.
Yeah. As soon as the rest of the group stops, both of the two people stop
Oh, so he hasn't stopped
and
walking.
crouch down. Oh, he stopped walking.
They
stopped
crouch down.
walking. Yep.
I'm just gonna like kind of stick my head out, like you're right behind him. Just like, what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing?
Just like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Throwing up plans?
One of them glances over abruptly towards your direction. The other one does not move at all.
Which one?
The one on your left does not move at all.
Okay.
The one on the right glances over towards you
So
abruptly.
the one I was underneath.
Yeah.
Turns around.
Gone.
Oh, you could have just brought him his
After the
ankle
torch
down
goes
into
out,
the
he
ground.
veers off the
Well, I
road.
was able to do
Okay.
that once.
Circling out
It's
behind
really
him.
hard to do.
Oh,
Okay. Well, you don't know where the feeling is coming from. You just get the feeling like you're being watched.
Nasty thing to do.
So
He's using his background.
Remember,
yeah.
Good
So
follow.
you can make a survival check.
Okay.
They're corpses.
The black
no,
fire.
they were alive when
They
I
were
did
alive
that.
at the time?
They were alive when I
It
brought
was-
them
it was
down
black
into the
fire.
ground.
Oh.
And
Oh.
then we left them there, and they drowned in the flood.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Double nines.
My
He had
bad.
Malachi with him. Malachi actually tunneled or used digging to create the holes that they then they grabbed them and put them into, and then buried them.
What?
My sandal?
Those need to stay off the ground. Or on the ground.
Off the camera.
Off camera.
Off camera.
Yeah, they were off the camera.
You were.
Yeah, my sandals were on the ground.
No.
Your feet. Your bare feet.
What?
Those can't
I
be
had
seen. You
double
can't
tens,
have your feet on
and then I rolled a 10.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a roll
So
of those
after
for
a few
broadcasting
moments,
medium.
testing, you do hear some faint noise, really faint. Can't quite make it up, but you can get a good direction from it, so you know that they are behind you guys, a ways. So you can start circling at that
He-
point.
I know what's going
Okay.
on. I don't even know if I know you guys
With the
stopped.
9 was from listening.
Yeah, no. You hear nothing. You hear the wind blowing, a slight fluttering of wings as it passes you. Almost insect-like wings.
Could I get very bright?
You
Like,
certainly may.
Really freaking
How
bright.
many people are now around?
You?
The entire group plus the two.
So there is 4, 5, 6, 7 of you.
Not counting me.
Not 6, not counting you.
Plus those two.
That's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 NPCs. 6. You is 7.
Okay. You know why I'm asking.
12 brights.
Hmm?
12 brights.
Yeah. So, and suddenly Faros unblends and becomes very bright.
And
I'm looking
oh,
around.
Very, very
Do I
bright.
see anything bounce the
Roll
light
a
back at
perception.
me? 7.
No. No.
Really?
Not within your range of vision.
Do I see anything?
Roll.
only lasagna of my mom.
No.
No,
What
I mean,
is
he
that?
gets bright. You were just doing thermals.
It's like
Oh crap! You got that temporary black spot floating in front of your eyes.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shout out Johar.
19.
Yeah, you see the brightness a ways away as you're circling around.
Do I see the two?
Sweet lasagna of my mama.
You
What's that?
can make out where they're at, but you really don't see them.
Okay.
Johar.
Roll perception to see if you can hear them from 50 yards away.
Johar.
It's a good distance.
It's only
What?
150
11.
feet.
Yeah, you can make it out.
I'm gonna start walking that way if he responds.
So
Shake
The guy
ground
that
once for
you're
no, twice for yes.
the guy that you're beside-ish,
Uh-huh.
you know, beside behind you goes, I take it that's you?
Oh yeah, that's me. So, well, who are you?
Guards
Guards for what?
for the gypsies.
Okay, so why are you following us?
To make sure you don't double back. Like
Cool.
that one over there.
Which one?
As he points
Super
off
bright.
the road.
Oh.
way off the
Hold
road.
on. Off the
Oh.
road?
Mm-hmm.
How far off the road?
Who's off the road?
Quite a ways.
Are you off the road?
Was he with us the entire time we were walking that way?
No, he wasn't, but when they stopped, he took off.
I'll be right back. I tunneled to the way he pointed.
Okay.
Oh, hey. PvP.
Meanwhile, you're about equal with where you think they are at. You see him, barely see him, like moving amongst the grass.
John.
With the mask on, you don't see the bright flame or red mohawk.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of stay
Under Ivan.
like under
It
him.
looks like he's trying to get behind the people you were just at.
Okay, just gonna kind of like stay underneath. If he moves, I'm gonna move with him.
Okay. Johar does not respond to you.
I'm gonna keep walking
Walking which way?
towards the back.
So you're gonna turn around and start walking back the other way?
No, towards where I was facing.
Okay,
towards,
so towards Gold City.
towards wherever
The
we
guards.
just came from.
The gypsy.
Back
Gypsy
towards the
camp?
So
guards.
you're gonna walk back
To-
towards the guard?
Yes,
Or
because he hasn't.
You're
heard a
walking back
response
towards
from
her.
No
Johar.
response from Johar.
Okay.
He's lost.
He always gets lost.
Yeah, I do.
Johar.
I'm gonna shout again, Johar, and now I'm gonna start running.
Okay, back towards.
Johar.
Okay,
Well, I
Where
guess
could,
I'll
you know,
follow
where
the
else?
giant light.
I'm not.
so you
Well,
stay
I'm
where you're at?
Pretty much. Well, no, actually, I have night
Roll
sight.
perception.
I have night sight.
Yeah.
Which I haven't been considering. That's a 10.
Yeah, you see, you cruise past them, you stop, you look, there's a really bright light, you see the bright light going back the
Pulling
way you
lasagna
came.
of my mama.
Yeah. Yeah. And it starts running back the way you came.
Do I see anything else?
Not really. You do realize
I'm gonna
now
go
that,
from
that,
cruising
that one of you
altitude
isn't
to,
that not only is Faros not with you, but Ivan's not with you guys either.
And Johar is somewhere.
Yeah.
Being on that.
Johar's Johar.
The
Yeah.
fin is invisible to
And,
sight
and
now.
you hear, you know,
I'll
Faros
find
yelling
Jason.
Johar.
I'll find Jason.
Trevor,
So,
you don't even see the mohawk.
What's
And he
going
didn't even
on?
see you. He just noticed you weren't there.
Let's see.
She.
Ivan left the road, then I think he went to double back.
What
He's
what
gonna
happened?
get his ass kicked, and we're gonna have to rescue him.
What happened to?
So I'm waiting.
What happened to the whole part where I pointed out that you don't fuck with people on the roads?
They're idiots.
All right. Yep.
So, anyways, like, I'm just waiting for a fight to break out so, like, I can scoop Ivan away and maybe drop him from 200 feet to, like, knock some sense into him.
Well,
Okay.
if you need help, I can always cast fly on him too.
So, you
Okay.
are underneath Ivan, clocking him.
Or I can make him smaller. It'll.
He
hit a lot
gets
more.
to where you feel comfortable that you're a good distance behind him. How far behind him are you trying to get?
He gets about 15 yards behind him.
Okay, yeah,
and
easily.
then steps out onto the road.
Okay, well, I mean, the roads are pretty wide open. There isn't a lot of cover near the road, so you're pretty much crawling most of the way. It took you a while. Jumping up and then running and then dropping down, and yeah.
He wasn't crawling, he was just walking,
Yeah.
using
Okay.
some of his...
Yeah, like I said,
background.
you know, between like laying in the grass when you think someone might be looking, that sort of thing, bounding, if you will. You get back, you come stepping back out on the road. Roll a perception roll.
And this is where it goes
Double fours.
terribly wrong.
It wasn't my fault this time.
Right?
I didn't do it either.
Double ones?
Yep, double fours and double ones.
Okay. So you come literally you come walking
It's
about
only
on the
a 10.
road, and as your right foot, no problem. You are right-handed, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Your
Very
right,
much so.
your right foot steps onto the road, no problem. Your left foot snags on something, face plant, and slide.
He has a mask on.
You see this.
I pop up as soon as he falls down and like try to put my foot on him so he can't move. Like,
Okay.
Just like pin him down.
Okay. Suddenly, something comes out of the ground beside you and puts its foot on you.
Swing.
Okay, roll.
Somebody's.
See?
I still.
told you.
Am I at this point able to see them?
Roll. Did you fly back with?
I'm on Jason now.
Jason didn't move.
Double six.
Jason is 100 yards
Jason,
away.
they're on the road.
115 yards away.
At night sight
Yeah.
You see in the dark?
What's your rank?
of night sight.
Yeah. That gives you your distance.
Oh. 5.
5. Yeah. No.
But also,
So-
he's a bright
Yeah.
individual.
It's just, so you do see the brightness moving down towards the road.
So that
You have a
should
chance to see
illuminate the situation.
15.
So
Okay.
I rolled 23 altogether, but I add that too.
Just that's all I needed
Okay.
to know. What's your agility? And what are you swinging? Your
7.
sword or your
The,
bayonet?
the full sword.
Okay.
Am I able?
What's your agility?
Oh,
7.
Okay.
oh, it's too late.
So what's the sword of guarding do again?
What is your total
He has
physical?
the sword of defense.
Oh, right. Thank you. What is your total physical?
My total physical.
See, who needs enemies when you have friends like these?
We haven't started mesh yet.
What is your rank of your weapon? Your AR on it?
Your total
It's on
physical.
the left.
Okay, so it's gonna be a 7, but I need to see if you have anything else.
He doesn't have the totals written down. That's all.
No, I'm sorry.
So I need to see.
He has a health
It'll
and
be under the
abilities up.
sword. It'll be
yeah,
listed
let's
there.
see
It'll
what
say
else he
AR.
has. He has.
Kwei-Cee, can you help?
Did you have your?
You don't have
blending-
AR on here
Did you
though.
have had blending
Don't
going?
I? It should say AR.
AV.
Oh, AV. Sorry. Should say AR. I did a typo on your sheet.
AV is 6.
Okay,
Yeah,
6
marksmanship.
versus. What is this total physical?
I'm trying to work it out to see if
Okay.
he has anything.
At least 7.
Let me
Yeah,
see the sheet then.
It's 7. I don't know if his ambidexterity would do anything for that,
No.
Probably just 7.
but he also has the sword of defense,
Yep.
which
Yep,
is
it'd be
getting its
7.
first use since I bought it,
Correct.
Unlike the
I
stick
need you to
piece.
roll. Just
which I'm
roll.
holding.
I mean, the splinter piece.
10.
Okay.
About this
So
size.
you
It's
swing the
nice
sword
speed.
out.
Also a javelin of peace.
Did you have the sword of defense drawn or not?
It was just in his
It was
sheet.
in his sheath on the side. Okay. So as you swing towards his legs,
Is a bullet.
your sword connects with something metal, metallic, and it stops it in its place.
Okay.
So you're stepping on his back. As you do, he lashes out towards your other leg, and the sword literally slips out of its scabbard and hits the ground right where his blade hits, about 2 inches from your ankle. And somehow, as it falls, it wedges against your leg. So the flat is against your leg, and the hilt, the pommel, is wedged on the ground.
It's a really nice sword.
I like this sword.
So I go from this to this.
No, it was here, and he leaned forward and stepped on you, and it slid down.
So it's blade first in the ground.
No.
No,
No,
it's
that's-
pommel first,
Okay.
and the blade is still in the scabbard a little bit, and
Okay.
and the pommel's on the ground.
So the whole
And it did it all
the
on
whole
its own.
scabbard twisted.
Yeah, well, he leaned forward,
Yeah.
and it just sort of slid.
It did the
Well,
rest.
I'm picturing the old
Yeah,
Civil War bayonet scabbards.
yeah, it's
It's in a frog.
similar. It's in a frog, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
The whole
it's
frog's
tiltable.
fun.
It's tiltable.
Maybe that requires a little
It's
bit of
there. A
explanation.
lot of the frogs are designed to be able to rotate your sword down,
Yeah.
so you can sit down.
I choose guns.
I have guns as well.
Hey, but blades are more fun. That way you see the light
So,
drain
I
out of
see
the
that
like.
crossbow
You talk
you
about
never
the,
use.
you hear all
So,
this,
John.
this bullshit about scabbards and twisting and
Hey, you're just jealous that you don't have one.
lamb, motherfucker.
And then back in the
So,
holster.
John, I see that.
But you run out of ammo. We don't.
Hey,
Okay.
director, can I get my sign that says "Stop fuck"?
So I
No, he
see
ripped
that.
it.
So I
Pardon
seen that
my
he tried to.
Yeah. Well, you see him do it, and you're like, before you can react, he almost like hacked you off at the ankles, and your blade, the hilt of your
the
blade.
blade saved
The
my-
handguard specifically, not even the crossguard. I mean, literally the handle is what stopped his blade, barely.
Wow. That was aggressive.
And you hear the vampire's voice.
We will be talking later.
Oh my
Meanwhile-
god, it's you.
You, as you're moving towards it, you see two people, or
You
two
barely hear it
shapes,
'cause it's muffled.
vanish. Just, they were on the road, they were about the size of shrubbery, and then they're gone as your light starts approaching. And then you see in the middle of the road, or sorry, at the left edge of the road, you see Ivan face down, and you
Face
see
up now.
Yeah.
Well, you were face down hold on,
Facing sideways.
face down with the vampire with Johar's foot on his back, and Ivan is twisted a little bit, and Johar sort of allowed him to
Yeah,
shift a
I'll
little.
ignore them and yell out into the night. Come back to the road. Don't make me follow. The whole field will be bright.
I will.
No response.
I'm waiting. It's okay. You can take your
I
time.
tunnel back down and then I go back to the spot where they were.
They're gone. Yeah, you've lost track of them. You can roll perception roll,
Right.
see if you can figure it out.
Try.
Hmm?
Can I try?
You can try to get brighter, yeah.
Can we not
Get brighter or
have
to look?
fights on
Both.
the road?
I'd like to do both.
Can we not
14
have
plus-
fights on the road?
It's 11. It's not going to be on the road anymore, but the whole field
14
is going
plus
to be.
6 is 20 plus 8. 28.
You can tell that they went back to the encampment.
Okay.
You know what? At this
That's
point,
good enough.
You know, you don't see them, whoever they were.
That's fine.
John,
Seems like they got scared off.
Yeah, you guys are sitting. You hear yelling. You see the brighter flames.
do I see gouts of flame or?
It just gets brighter. No gouts. Faros gets brighter.
And so does Ivan.
And then you do see little flecks of flame. So you're gonna start burning.
Natural reaction.
Okay. So he starts burning. You're gonna get off of him
Oh,
before you
Faros
catch
already
fire.
in our cuddle
Oh,
buddies.
that's right. He was already gone. So yeah,
Effectively.
stands up. There's some flames licking up off of him.
Wow,
So you do
that
see
sucks
little
for a vampire.
gouts.
So
I'll
You're
start
standing on a
walking
fire.
No, I
again
tunneled
towards
away.
Oh, you
Gold
tunneled
City.
away.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
good, yeah.
dropped in
Good,
and
good,
tunneled.
I'm just gonna start walking toward Gold City. It's like they'll catch up with me.
All right,
Just
guys.
turn around and start going.
Let's
Okay.
catch back up, I guess. Looks like y'all are just
Paranoid.
cuddling in the road.
Paranoid.
Isn't there a law about that? And I'm gonna walk back to the group.
Hey, he's got the wrong hair for that. I'm gonna go and hit me.
Does he still have any feathers in his beard, or was he thorough?
I was very thorough.
He was very thorough. All the feathers
I
are
really
gone.
hope they grow back too.
We'll have to see.
You'll have to see.
John, can I go back to where like I tackle him, see if there's any like hair or anything of his on the ground?
Of his?
Yeah.
There wouldn't be.
No.
High or low?
Hi.
So there is something on the ground. It doesn't look like hair. It's really soft, almost downish.
I'll take it up.
It's practically hair. Okay.
I'm gonna pick it up with
And
me.
it's extremely, extremely singed.
Extremely soft.
And singed.
Somehow the edges didn't really get that burnt. Don't know how.
Magically. Is it the same color as his beard?
Yeah,
Johar's red.
yeah, which is what
Red
color's your beard?
or-
Flame red or
Red.
Yeah, red. It's a red.
So it's
Flame
like-
red, downy feather.
So it's a feather.
Yeah.
It's a bird hair.
Still counts.
Alright.
It's a bird hair.
For your bird, bird
I
voodoo.
keep that in my pocket for safekeeping.
Okay. I mean, it's really small. It's a really small.
Yeah, I've worked with smaller.
Yep, I know.
Hey,
That's what she said.
Okay, so you guys reconvene back with. You guys go to catch up with Jason.
Yeah.
Unless Jason gets up and like really starts booking it.
Nah,
Okay. Leisurely pace. You're walking. You're flying.
I'm walking.
Okay.
And you hear the clanking of metal as it's being pulled out and put on.
Yeah, now we get to hear a shunk,
Clank,
shunk,
clank,
shunk, shunk all
clank,
night.
clank.
Oh, it's a good thing we
Sound
can't
of
be
chain
attacked
against
on the
plates
road.
and plates
No, it
moving.
cuts
and-
We're
off
not
just
being
before the plates.
yeah, I know, but there's still going to
Well,
be
I mean, I
noise
am. I'm on
of
the
chain
ground. No
against
one can see
plate
me.
while you're running to catch up.
Oh, he's not gonna run.
I know that. Well, while you're moving to catch
Yeah.
up, there's still going to be the sound of chain against plate. I've been around it far too long to know.
I'm just gonna activate blending again.
Okay. Turn
But
off
then-
the lights.
He pulls out some.
Wow, everyone's night vision is shot.
Yeah.
Except Jason's.
No, I'm fine.
He pulls out.
I'm underground.
I mean, I'm so fine. I haven't seen shit all night.
Yeah, you didn't notice anything.
That's how good my night vision is.
Pretty much. Pretty
know,
much.
And
It's
not
a thing.
I
effective.
do have protected senses, by the way.
Yes, I know. So as he gets too bright, it shades
Yeah.
so you don't get blinded.
And you also do have your visors anyway. If you
Me, on the
activate
other hand, as he gets too bright, I'm suddenly able to actually see the road.
Oh, that's amazing!
Ah.
Oh, I didn't notice that shrub.
Can't you just
John.
glow or
It's a
something?
nice shrub. I do glow. I'm always glowing.
She's glowing with night vision. Wait a minute.
Bindings.
Mm-hmm.
Bindings.
Yep.
And my
Okay.
eyes glow.
So you guys all get caught up.
A
You guys
different
go
color.
get walking down the road. Nothing else uneventful or nothing else eventful passes until sunrise. At sunrise in the distance, you can see the glowing spires of Gold City.
It was literally only 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it took us like a week to get there.
Well, you guys stopped a couple times.
A
In the
lot.
same
A couple, three in
mansion.
the same
Yeah,
mansion.
We had to do long
A
rests.
couple, 3 times in the same
Yes.
mansion for almost 20 or for
Several
48
days.
hours for the
Something
first
like
two.
that. Yeah.
24 hours each, and then another
Yeah.
5 or 6 hours, 8 hours on that third rest. So,
Cool.
yeah.
And they said it was like, how long did Zenia say it was?
Oh, a couple weeks walking.
So Zenia,
So I'm gonna ask Zenia what's up. Yeah. Or Jason would.
Yeah.
You said it was a couple of weeks to get here.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Oh, is it long? Does it
It's a
look
really big city.
closer? Does it look closer than it actually is?
Well, I mean, that looks nice. You can make out the spires, and it looks great. But as you get closer, they get bigger.
Ah, I see.
That's not what she said about you.
It's
So
quite the
we
massive
started
city,
here,
and there's a little bit of a.
we're going there. Gotcha. We
It's
still
hard to
haven't passed
explain.
this
There's a
yet.
little bit of a.
Is there space-time distortion?
Is it parallax when departed?
There's a little. That's a good word. There's a little bit of
Yeah.
a parallax happening. As you get closer, it gets bigger, and time seems to do a little wonky things. But
Objects in mirror are further away than they appear.
Now you guys know how
Yeah,
I always feel
yeah.
in my homework.
Hey, is it wibbly wobbly, timey wimey?
No.
yes.
Okay, fine.
Hey,
Let's
Not
keep
with
on
those
going.
words.
but not exactly.
This
We're on
time.
the same level here.
Okay, so, guys,
Are we still being followed?
No. You're definitely not being followed.
Yeah.
let's
Guys and gals.
Well, gal.
Shut up.
Gals.
Yeah, gal.
Yeah.
guys
forgot
in
there
a
was that
gender-neutral way.
That includes Faros because he doesn't have one.
Hey,
Unfortunately
Guys,
for him.
gals, it's whatever.
People.
Beings.
Harry says
Yeah.
people.
Beings.
hey, there you
I'm a
go.
Hey,
vampire.
we're not all people.
Right. I'm sorry. Hashtag not all people. Okay.
Okay, wait a minute.
You're right.
You know
Vampires
what?
aren't people.
I'm going to use the
Neither are you.
gender-neutral
Yeah.
fuckos.
Okay.
Fuckers.
That worked.
But according to the laws of this
Hey,
land,
you
I
made me
am.
mother.
We're gonna walk all day,
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
make camp during the
There are
night,
people that are still
and
here.
and rest in the mansion
Question:
overnight.
Why can't we
Okay.
rest during the day and then march at night?
That's what a vampire would say, isn't it?
Yes, yes, it is.
It's still good
Xenia
talk.
looks at you
We're
and
doing
goes,
it
you know,
during the day."
I'm kind of tired after walking.
Yeah, let's rest. And
Haha.
Harry, could we have that
And,
mentioned out of your
traveling
pocket?
at night is good with me. Anyone else like to travel at night?
Yeah, I'm good.
You
Sure.
know,
I approve. I prefer.
So we got 2, 3 for it. Harry's like, I can do whatever you want.
You know what?
He really can.
One
Fine.
against.
Harry can do anything.
There's like 4 of us. Outvote him
There's
if
a
we
lot
want.
that-
Xenia,
Harry can't
you're tired.
There's nothing I haven't seen
A
Harry
little,
not do except
yeah,
show up to a
sorry.
fight.
Fine, okay, just for you.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
yeah, pansies.
Harry hands you the manor.
And I'm just gonna let him drop it into my hand. I
Okay.
don't want to touch his hand. I'm sorry, you're clammy.
Whatever.
And I'm gonna put it down and I'm gonna say, I'm home.
I want to figure out what the staff of peace
On the
does.
road.
And you're gonna put it on the road.
This time.
We
why
can
not?
start a fight
I
and
was
see
told.
what happens.
It's not.
10
Oh,
feet.
Make
I
it
don't want to
10
block
feet
the road.
off the road.
I'm gonna make it on the edge of the road.
Okay.
Like so, it's
Right.
the front gate goes in line
So
with.
the front gate is,
I don't want
is
to
in
mess
line with the road.
roads.
Okay.
It's against the law.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
To
it's
block
20.
the road.
Yeah, it's against the law to completely block a road.
Unless it's
Because
20.
then they'd have to
Even
make
10
then they'd
feet
have
on
to make
it.
a new road.
No, then I can make a toll.
And you can't make new roads.
You
And
can't
a
make
gate
new
in the back.
roads.
I can make a gate in the
Yeah,
back
the
of the dimension
dimension.
and require a toll for visitors.
Faros?
That's
You'd be
that's
kicked
making
out of the
that's making
dimension.
changes to the road.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be a
making
good
changes
thing?
to a road. Yeah.
Huh?
Well,
Wouldn't that
see,
be a good thing?
here's the thing. We
You
can't
know
make
what?
a new
As long as it's not
road,
through the Lake of Dreams.
and unless we
You
spend
can
the
get kicked out of the
time
dimension, I'm
to
staying.
fix all these blades of grass, it'll be modifying the road.
Hey, speaking of which, I saw these 30 people that are standing up blades of grass.
Yeah, I hired them to do that.
Why?
Perfect reaction. Why?
Wait, you hired people to stand up blades of grass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they were bent.
because
Oh,
I
so was
didn't
he,
want
or she.
a new road to be made and thus fall on our heads. Also to cover our tracks.
This fight never happened.
See? You guys should just go underground. It makes everything much simpler.
Unless you make underground roads.
They're called
Too much
subways.
work.
We fill in after he goes, or they don't even form.
They don't
That's
even
weird.
form. It opens and closes behind him.
It's very odd.
It's like water.
So I'm gonna.
It's like a worm.
Be like, watch it.
Does the mansion even go?
Yeah, yeah. The mansion pops up.
Also,
No problem.
Hey, Orfield.
Is this gonna cause an
Hello.
issue, John?
How many guests?
Just us.
No, he does it so
13.
that the door to the gate is on the edge of the road, not an issue. Okay, so just us. How many?
6?
How many do you see standing here?
7, Harry.
7.
Make 7.
Yes, that's a good number.
Okay.
7.
Very well.
I wonder what happens if sometimes I say 8 and it's the person who's at the end of the jail cells. Never mind.
Wait, there's people in a jail cell?
And you
There's
guys
lots
go
of
in.
people in a jail cell.
And this is where we're going to end
Oh,
it
there is.
tonight.
care
Is
about the
with you
people.
guys going back into the manor
They do?
for a
They're
fourth
bad
time.
So, but
Yeah, but we don't need
Can
a
I
role
feast
play
on
next
them?
time, waking
Correct.
up and going back
Correct.
onto the road.
Correct.
One at a time.
So
Okay,
thank
that's
you
fine.
all for attending and joining.
That's a good
Thank you
idea.
all for being here,
yeah, that way I
and
don't have to feed on you guys.
see you Sunday.
All we did was make.
John, I'm sick.